Good evening. Welcome to the Revolutionary Agenda special edition. We're joined together today with Frontline Black News and Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. I am your host, Seduction Doll, aka Brandy Majors. And I'm joined also with my co-host. I'm sorry, I was rushing around. Co-host of Frontline Black News and regular contributor to Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. I'm also joined with my co-host and anchorman, Mr. Frontline Campaign.org and Mr. Frontline Everything, anchorman to both Frontline Black News, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Mr. Ramel Understanding, please introduce yourself.
Thanks. This is Ramel Understanding, the angel of peace from the east. Understanding, understood, in the neighborhood near you, bringing their hope without the dope, official Frontline Campaign. Salute to the fallen soldiers. Salute.
Go ahead, Frontline Black News, just first.
Yeah, everybody's fading in and out on this end.
Oh no, that's not good. Okay. Shane Krumah, Frontline Black News for all the crews, and we're in conjunction with Revolutionary Agenda tonight.
We still have a regular showing tomorrow, 10 p.m. Okay, go ahead, Shabaka. Did we lose Shabaka?
He has a bad signal where he's at.
Oh, he's driving. Okay. We're also joined with Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Shabaka Sankori will be right back. Waiting on him actually. So, do you want to open up the show?
Yes.
Remember?
Yes. So tonight we'll be discussing the new Blacc Media and how the old Blacc Media is trying to co-opt our language.
Mm-hmm.
We will also be discussing the Unhoused Neighbor news, what's happening in Denver with the Unhoused Neighbors, the street enforcement team, which is a bunch of snitches and informants that the city has hired to snitch and rat on our unhoused neighbors, and any other things that we would like to discuss, such as Ice Cube not being allowed to film his new project due to the fact that he refuses to get the vaccine.
Okay, and before we get started, I forgot. I'm sorry, Belly. Sorry, Black Belly. I was rushing around. This is kind of like an impromptu thing. Before I do it, let me go ahead and introduce Brother Shabaka Sankori from Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother. Can you hear us?
Can you hear
us? Keep fading in and out.
Whoa.
It's a signal.
Okay. Are you gonna? Is it better now, or should you just? What should we do? Should wait and pop in and out?
I'm gonna pop in and out.
Yeah, keep fading in and out.
All right, just come back in. We'll work with it. We'll figure it out. We'll work with it. Just come back in. All right. So I decided on the Revolutionary Agenda that I was going to change some things around. Really not really so much of a change, but I just want to say this, that here on the Revolutionary Agenda, this is where I feel like as us, we can be completely fucking unapologetic. I do not regret half the shit I said. Not even half. Pretty much none of it. If I said it, I meant it, that type of thing. So I want to say that I stand exactly on the same premises and platforms as the new Blacc Media. And when I say the new Blacc Media, I'm referring to Professor Black Truth, Jason Black, or the Black Authority, Vicky Dillard,
Tariq Nasheed,
Black Magic 363, the blue and red pillar, what's it called? Illegitimate black light. Right?
Black Light Revelations.
Yeah. They got like 4 shows. Anything with them, the Black Light Rebel. I really stand on that with them.
Kitty Hip Hop News.
The African
Diaspora.
I'm sorry, nervous. And Michi X. I like that. That's cool. So I stand with them. I stand with them. Fucking. I stand with them on everything like that they are about, especially when it comes to politics, what's going on in the world, and Black first, everything. So because that's what it is. So I decided to go ahead and put my little 2 cents in, and this is going to be from the now on the revolutionary agenda. And if you're here, you already know. So basically, I said, sorry, I got to Say what?
Yeah, I think they trying to throw a monkey wrench in our.
Yeah, probably.
Shabaka, let me bring Shabaka in.
Shabaka, he's gonna call you. He's gonna call you and bring you in, okay? All right. What are you running? You're running another program, another show. I can hear it in the back. This is just,
that's the show.
Yeah, please adjust it, please. Thank you.
All
right. Okay, so Black family, this is a new disclaimer. Hold on. This is a new disclaimer. I decided to say that this message from now on so that we all have an understanding that this platform and how I choose to interact and address topics, opinions, and political views, Black empowerment, Black nationalism as it relates to Black people. Brandy Major, stands with the Black first, everything Black empowerment. Holding your vote like you hold your swilla or your uterus, your womb, your mind, your heart. I'm unapologetic. I'm a free thinker. I'm my own person. I say how I feel. I have my own ideas, and I refuse to be scared. I will always do the best to resist acts of white supremacy and racist mark-ass ways. I'm gonna call it out. I'm fucking just not gonna do it. Y'all know I won't do it. You know, fuck them. So that's how I feel, and I stand with them on that because, I'm gonna play some stuff here shortly, but too fucking passive. I've been saying that like a lot lately. I don't understand why we just don't start. We just have to get aggressive, and then maybe they'll act right. They meaning fucking white people, white supremacy, racist, white Black people. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just tired of it. So really tired of it, especially because we are in a state. Yeah, we're in a state that is showing its ass with coon shit, like left and fucking right. We don't need that right now. So yeah, we don't need that right now. We need other things. I know what we need. Everybody knows what we need subconsciously. So from here at the revolutionary agenda, that's how we operate. I really don't regret shit anyway, especially if I said it. But I don't mean to say that, and I mean it. So if you come on the show or you're here on the show, then that's just the way it is. And don't apologize. That's how you feel.
We're unapologetically Black around here.
Period. So
we're not apologizing for shit.
No, because that's what they do.
Exactly. Sorry to tell you, I inform you. Hey, like they say in South Central LA, never apologize for how you honestly feel, because I'm sure the fuck ain't. And the first thing that I want to do is pay homage
To all our brothers and sisters and soldiers who lost their lives in the 1960s and 70s with the Black Panther Party of its 55th anniversary.
Let's open that up
From what I
then.
understand in my research.
Shabaka, let's open the show then with that, and I'll after you finish saying that, then I'll play it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Finish telling us about the anniversary.
Okay, it's on me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Okay, as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 55th anniversary of the Black Panther Party. They did unveil a bust over there in West Oakland to the memory of Dr. Huey Percy Newton, who is co-founder and the Minister of Defense, up and down San Pablo Avenue and Telegraph and Adeline. Him, the Forte brothers, Big Man, and Bobby Seale has started the patrols to ensure our safety in the city of Oakland from police murder and police brutality. Point number 7. We want an immediate end to police brutality and the murder of Black people. Okay, and this is something that we're not going to sweep under the rug. This is something that ain't going to go away and let that legacy live on of Dr. Newton forever.
That's right. Salute.
Indeed. Hey, we most definitely pay homage to the Minister of Defense. And then, of course, to Fred Hampton, Lil Bobby Hutton, all those that made the ultimate sacrifice for our liberation. Now, would you alphabetize the gender individuals, okay? What you do is your business, okay? You say that we're transphobic, homophobic, you motherfuckers are heterophobic, okay? What you do, that's your business. But I'm just wondering of those who died in the civil rights movement and in the Black empowerment movement, of how they would feel if they were still with us to this day, this shit that's coming up.
I know that
would happen.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Also, too, information that I came across earlier this evening is that Ice Cube has refused to be vaccinated, and he was doing a project down there in Los Angeles, and they put him off the set, or they killed the contract with him of an upcoming project. And I must say, to the Screen Actors Guild, the Screen Directors Guild, the Screenwriters Guild, and for all you heads of those major motion picture studios down there at 5555 West Melrose Avenue, for the ones out there at MGM on Culver Boulevard in Culver City, and also to the ones over there off the 101 freeway, commonly known as the Hollywood Freeway, out there at Universal Studios and Warner Brothers and the Burbank Studios. Fuck you.
And that message is approved by Frontline Black News, Revolutionary Agenda, and Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced Frontline Campaign.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And that's our frontlinecampaign.org.
Yeah. Plugs everywhere. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready? I chose. I decided. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Hold on. Sorry, brother. I gotta turn this up. Hold on. You're paying homage right now.
You're the main boy, fishing man. I'm your pusher man.
good for the man. Super good, relax man. See what's good, every bread. Baddest bitches in the bed. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
Sorry, life, I'm crying.
Sound of the life. Crying.
That kind of music I grew up with in my house. You can hear this at my house on vinyl right now.
How long can it be?
Gotta get mellow.
I'm your pusher man. Yeah. The cool part about it is, folks, as much as I like Curtis Mayfield or what have you, that film was made in the year 1972 of the black exploitation film. And you can see what he's talking about on the subject matter. And this is what Sister Cicely Patton was talking about in her autobiography, Just As I Am, of a white-ass movie director said, you niggas only want sex, violence, and drugs, and we're going to give you a bunch of it. And all.
Oh, yeah.
Another reason why I say fuck Hollywood.
Right.
Devilwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Devilwood, yeah. Yeah, they need to throw that motherfucker up there on the sign, General Mail on the sign of the mountain. Not Hollywood, Devilwood.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you got in that motherfucker. Yeah, and then what it is, spooky day tomorrow, what the city of Los Angeles does is they shut down Hollywood Boulevard from Vine Street to over there where the Chinese theater is at. You got all these demonic ass looking motherfuckers walking around and shit. Shit is insane.
When you need some cook, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, that can feel.
This is my favorite. This is like my favorite when I was little.
Shout out to my boy LaJosh, he's watching.
Huh?
Shout out to my boy LaJosh, he's watching.
Man, LaJosh, you come on the show. I actually got something to talk about with you. I want to talk about how we're at the back of Aries, the Aries rising moon, and how it's going to get it's a little crazy right now with Aries. I would like to talk about that. I sent you an invite, sir. I'm going to take it personal. You want to get on the show and talk with us, especially you watching. See? All right, hold on a second. Let me turn this up. All right.
So we got any agent clippers or haters up there hitting us there on the text?
No. But I would like to talk about my latest hater.
But hold on, babe. Before you get into that, please play the video I posted about the 10-point plan.
Okay. Yes, sir. Give me a second. I forgot about that. One moment. One second. Let's go here. Okay. I did forget about that. That's like too many windows for me to look at. All that say. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you know, the Black Panther Party had a 10-point program.
Wait. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm going to share it, okay? Fair use. Everybody who wants to talk shit about it. Fair use, okay? I just don't have the thing to read, so you all know what it means. Fair use. Let me do it. Let me share real quick. And share screen. And don't show these two. Okay. Go right here. Chrome, not Chrome. Yes. Right here. Right here. Okay. Can you see it? Oh, you gotta add. I'm sorry. There you go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to open? You want to just talk about it for a second, or?
Yeah. So the Black Panther Party had a 10-point program, and this video is about the 10-point program and the 10 points, and it's still relevant to this day in 2021. So, without any further ado, the 10-point program.
Yeah. Okay. We're Brother Che is running it from his end, and I was just getting cracking over here. We're working together. This is teamwork.
Free Hewitt is beautiful.
Number one,
Free
we
Hewitt
want freedom.
said,
We
I
want power
want
to
you
determine
free.
the destiny of our Black and oppressed communities.
Number 2, we want full employment for our people. Number 3, we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our Black and oppressed communities.
Number 4, we want decent housing fit for the shelter of human beings.
Number 5, we want decent education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society.
Mm-hmm.
We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in present-day society.
Number 6, we want completely free health care for
On
all
the
Black and
immediate end to
oppressed
police
Number
brutality and the
7,
murder of
we
Black
want an
people.
immediate end to police brutality and murder of Black people,
Mm-hmm.
other people of color, all oppressed people inside the United States.
Number 8, we want an immediate end
No,
to all
fuck you
wars of
motherfuckers
aggression.
of color. I'm a
Number
Black man
9,
in America.
we want freedom
It's the
for
immediate
all
end to the
Black
murder
and
of Black
oppressed
people.
people
Period.
now
Fuck you
held
other
in
motherfucking
U.S.
groups. Don't
federal,
hold your own
state,
goddamn nut.
county,
Period.
city,
Right.
and military prisons and jails. We want trials by a jury of peers for all persons charged with so-called crimes under the laws of this country.
Number 10, we want
Free them
land,
all.
bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, peace, and the people's community control over modern technology.
Where's the power?
Power to Huey Percy News.
Mm-hmm. Hold on a sec. That was my cut, man. The beginning. This is
Yeah.
Free Hewitt said, I want free.
Number 1, we want freedom.
One more time,
We
just
want
for the
power
people
to
who weren't
determine
listening.
the destiny of our Black and oppressed communities.
Number 2, we want full employment for our people. Number 3, we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our Black and oppressed communities.
Number 4, we want decent housing fit for the shelter of human beings.
Goddamn
Number
right.
5, we want decent education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in present-day society.
Number 6, we want completely free health care for all Black and oppressed people. Number 7, we want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of Black people, other people of color, all oppressed people inside the United States.
Number 8, we want an immediate end to all wars of aggression.
Number 9, we want freedom for all Black and oppressed people now held in U.S. federal, state, county, city, and military prisons and jails.
Free them all.
We want trials by a jury of
All our
peers
political
for
prisoners.
all persons charged with so-called crimes under
Mhm.
the laws of this country.
Free them all.
We want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, peace, and the people's community control over modern technology.
Goddamn right. No more motherfucking 5G towers. Or Tesla fucking plugs. Shit is fucking crazy. Man. Alright. I apologize. I just want to hear my jab real quick. Let me stop here real quick. Okay, we go back. Yeah, gentlemen. Thoughts? My personal opinion is That's how we should be thinking all day, like in that, and with throwing Neely Fuller Jr. and be on code and just act, man, fuck it, man. No more. I've been saying it, like in city council and shit. No more fucking white supremacy passes shall be given anymore. Motherfuckers get away with too much, too fucking much. Been getting away with it, and yet, and I'm gonna also say this: we can't let them get away with it. So I'm not asking no more. I don't. We're not asking. Telling you, telling and asking are two separate things. Telling means you're gonna fucking do it.
Period.
Period. You know what I mean? We have to fucking do it.
Newton has stated. Then, as Dr. Newton has stated in his memoirs, when they had the patrols on Telegraph Avenue in San Pablo, he says, you know, what's very, very interesting is how the police shootings of Black people have went down dramatically when we started those patrols. Mm-hmm. And the ones in the patrols, based on my knowledge, were the Minister of Defense, Dr. Huey Percy Newton, Chairman Bobby Seale, Big Man, Forte Brothers, and Little Bobby Hutton. And as we all know, that Little Bobby Hutton was killed exactly 2 days after the assassination of Martin Luther King, which was April 4th, 1968. And Little Bobby Hutton was killed, shot unarmed, April the 6th, 1968. And then when I do return to Panther Town, I am going to try to find actual location of where Mr. Hutton lost his life. And at the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party over there at Defemery Park, they dedicated the Little Bobby Hutton Grove, which is on the actual corner of 16th and Adeline. So that is where the real Black Panther corner is, 16th and Adeline in Oakland, California. And then to mention the fact that from the research that I've done, that the first chapter to open up was in Los Angeles, and Geronimo Pratt was the chairman of that chapter. And then, of course, as we do know, is that the LA chapter got into an 8-hour shootout with the lapdogs, commonly referred to as the Los Angeles Police Department, which is a fucking federally funded terrorist organization, which literally, to me, is the most notorious gang in the city of Los Angeles. And if you're out there, Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey, you're more than welcome to call in Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced at 516-418-5996.
Or
Sergeant Dorsey.
Or you get your bitch ass on the fucking program.
Dorsey.
Or bring your bitch ass on one of the programs. Either way. Either way.
Yeah. And I want to talk about a sick-ass son of a bitch that ran the LAPD by the name of Daryl Gates, who had made the statement that the reason why Black people die from the chokehold is because their ventricle veins in their neck do not reopen back up like normal people. So yeah, Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey, I'm talking about you. I want to talk to you about that on the podcast, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, at 516-418-5996. I grew up in the city of Los Angeles. I know what you murdering bastards are about. Yeah. And then, by the way, folks, we want to put this out here, is that those men that had the 8-hour shootout with the LAPD were acquitted of those charges. And they had a young lawyer at that time that got him off by the name of Johnny Cochran. And I met a few of those brothers at the 50th anniversary in Defemery Park 5 years ago. In addition to, I want to give a shout out there to Dr. Erica Huggins of the great work that she has done. Definitely give a shout out there to Chairman Bobby Seale. From what I understand, the chairman just had his 83rd or 86th birthday, I believe. And then they had opened chapters up across the country. And then they exercised their Second Amendment constitutional right when they went to the state capital of California with and this here caught the attention of a sick-ass son of a bitch by the name of John Edgar Hoover, who had launched the illegal counterintelligence program. And Hoover, it was many believed that was a practicing homosexual, and his gay lover was a dude who was his number 2 man by the name of Clyde Toast. And even by their own standards, the counterintelligence program was illegal. Victims of this program: Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, Fred Hampton, Eartha Kitt, and a young white woman by the name of Jean Seberg, who was a movie actress. And Miss Seberg was found dead in the trunk of a car in France, I believe in the years between 78 to 79. Also, too, and when they were having a protest at the Alameda County Courthouse, I've done numerous live feeds from there at 1200 Fallon Avenue in Oakland. Marlon Brando came out and spoke up for the Black Panthers. The heavyweight champion at the time, Muhammad Ali, had came and spoke up for the Panthers. Also, too, they had approximately, I believe, about 40 chapters across the country. In New York, we all are familiar with the Panther 21 trial.
Yeah.
Tupac's mom, Finney, who became a lawyer, and I believe that she went on and sued the shit out of the state of New York for false imprisonment. A lot of the members, as they were arrested on trumped-up charges, would go to court. They would have the cases dismissed, particularly in Alameda County. As soon as they walk out the damn courthouse, they're being arrested again. Some more bullshit.
They just couldn't catch a break.
Charges. Well, it's just what the devil supposed to be. Yes, sir. And a source of this information is from Dr. Newton's memoirs called Revolutionary Suicide. Dr. Newton defined revolutionary suicide as follows. A dude loses all his money, like on the stock market in 1929. All these motherfuckers want to go jump out the window. That is reactionary suicide. Revolutionary suicide is that you're trying to make a change for the good from corruption, oppression, bigotry, systemic racism, and then also, too, this is the perfect opportunity to talk about what they call critical race theory that they don't want to be taught in the schools. And from what I understand, the research that I've done on this critical race theory is that they do not want Black people to know about the brutalization of the slave master, the brutalization of the Jim Crow era, the brutalization of the white-only area. When Dr. King was having his sit-ins, Minister Malcolm X has stated at that time, and I believe this year is 1962, and Minister Malcolm had stated, was those of you in the civil rights era or the civil rights movement referred to Mr. X as a demagogue, a race hater, this, that, that, the other. But as Brother Malcolm said, and you, Uncle Tom's, are sitting at a lunch counter begging a white man for a cup of coffee.
The hate is real.
Sitting there at F.W. Woolworth, S.H. Crest, begging to get this motherfucker your hard-earned money, but Black businesses is going down the fucking tubes because you want to go out here and spend your money with the oppressor. You might as well go get on a goddamn spaceship with Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk and Captain Kirk, and I hope you all fly that motherfucker to the goddamn sun and blow the fuck up.
Before you do that, I would really like to hear that Star Trek opening, though.
Are in a state of emergency. And we have to treat it as such as they stated in the 10 Point program.
Yes.
Educational system to teach our youth about this decadent society and this disregard for us as human beings. You crackers out there, oh no, you know, critical race theory. They talking about all white people are bad and say, look at your goddamn history of what you did to us.
Mm.
You motherfuckers did to yourself.
Right. Eventually,
and I would
you're gonna
debate
bite
with
back.
any of you ass scratchers, any of you Biden supporters, and we're still waiting for you motherfuckers to still call us in. And fuck Biden and fuck all y'all that voted for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Goddamn price of gas in California, damn near $6 a motherfucking gallon.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Punk ass son of a bitch got elected or selected.
And this message is brought to you by frontlinecampaign.org.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Choose or lose. Choose or lose.
Insanity.
Right.
And then, here, Black Panther Party, the average age, I believe, of them were in their late teens and in the early 20s.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Newton had stated in his memoirs is that the revolution is always going to be inherited in the hands of the young.
Yeah.
So
we really need to
you
behave on that.
Booty bird motherfuckers, you RuPauls, you Billy Porters, down there at Netflix.
Fuck you.
Get your heads up out your asses.
And we stand with Dave Chappelle. We stand with Dave Chappelle. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chewbacca, finish. Chewbacca's on a roll.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, and then, and then in addition to of little Bobby Hutton being murdered 2 days after Dr. King was murdered in 1968. And Mr. Hutton is buried in the Mountain View Cemetery in Oakland, California. And of course, I'm going to go pay respects, to the brother's final resting place. Also, to Chairman Fred Hampton, who was murdered in the city of Chicago, December 4th, 1969, murdered by the Chicago police and FBI agents. They had a dude by the name of Flanagan who was extorted by the FBI to put Seconal in Chairman Fred's coffee the night before he died. And they used to refer to him in the late 1960s as Red Devils is because motherfuckers was tripping out on acid, smoking weed, the Beatles singing a song talking about Lucy in the Sky Diamonds, sick ass motherfucker by the name of Dr. Timothy Leary talking about that everybody needs to expand their mind and trip out on acid. He even had a song out by a group called Jefferson Airplane called White Rabbit, where the chessman is 10 feet tall and can go ask Alice and it starts talking backwards. What the fuck?
It's crazy, brother. You talking about how they were advocating for drug use, right? Even the head AA advocated for acid also. Bill W.
Hey, it's a real situation even now. Like in the city of Denver, people are out there promoting magic mushrooms and whatever.
They criminalized mushrooms.
Yeah. It's just, I was like,
now
it's no longer fun for the ones that like to stick around and just do mushrooms. What?
And then get this here, family. The state of Oregon has decriminalized small amounts of heroin,
crack
cocaine. So
Crystal
what
meth.
means is, they got all these chemicals out here to keep you more fucked up.
Yeah, like you can get caught with like a gram of crystal meth, then it's cool. They're just gonna walk off. What?
They want to
What?
They want to legalize the crack.
What are you talking about?
Legalize the heroin.
And you're like, for the normal, we're gonna just sell the drugs.
A check for reparations.
No, they want to legalize it.
Wait. We're heading into the reparation conversations here.
And they don't want to lock us up for crack cocaine. They want to give them safe injections. So
Yeah, well, that's okay. Like,
They
I
need
mean,
to say
the problem is real, and they need a spot to do it. Since this okay, so look, this is how it works. This is how the system keeps you a revolving door, right? The police drop the shit in the fucking park, motherfuckers pick it up, everybody's shooting up now, and they do it in public because they just can't hold out. They can't hold out. You know, they just fuck. They got to get their fix. So they don't. These are white people too. Other white people, like, you know, they got money or fucking, you know, housing or whatever. You see this, make complaints, right, to city council. City council opens the motherfucking decides that they're gonna approve money to open up these safe shoot up centers, or, you know, where you can regulate your medicine. Yeah, injection sites, but also to help you get off the shit by giving you methadone, which is another fucking thing that's for you switch from one motherfucking addiction to another, right? So you think you're weaning off the bad shit, but you're still on some other bad shit, right? And then you can do it safely under the doctor's provision. Some quack, you know what I mean? Whatever. We don't even know if they really got PhDs or not, right? And then they still complain.
Prove your point.
They still complain, and there's still a problem.
Prove your point even further. Sister Brandon, let's look at a brain dead motherfucker by the name of Dr. Ben Carson.
Yeah.
Now here, this man is a brain surgeon, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker makes his asinine speech. Well, you know, when they brought the slaves here, guys were in search of the American dream. They were coming here to work hard, to choose their own destiny. And that is some of the most ludicrous, stupidest, ignorant ass shit that I ever heard. That motherfucker need to quit taking his own goddamn prescription. And as a matter of fact, I think that there was an initiative circulated in California about 8 years ago where these motherfuckers cannot write their own meds for themselves. Damn doctors prescribing meds for themselves. I'll give you some. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then how the Black Panther Party was destroyed in all the major inner cities is when it was flooded with narcotics, from heroin to crack cocaine. And because that was a very, very powerful image of those black men wearing those Tams and those leather pieces. And the quote, Dr. Huey P. Newton.
Now they're trying to put it to skinny leg jeans and man dress.
Exactly, man dress. Lord have mercy.
You're looking like a real bitch.
As Dr. Newton said, I do not expect the white media to show positive black male images. And Dr. Newton, sir, may you rest in power, and thank you for your sacrifice of what you did for our people. And we definitely appreciate you, sir, for having those patrols and open for ensuring our safety in the streets of Oakland, California, and elsewhere. We thank Chairman Fred Hampton Sr. of what he did on the west side of Chicago at the age of 21, of taking gang members and having them feed the kids there on Chicago's west side. We thank Brother Geronimo Pratt, what he did there in the city of Los Angeles. The man, as we all know, spent 30 years in San Quentin for charges of murder in which he was totally innocent. And we definitely thank that young lawyer at that time that stood with Geronimo's Pratt throughout the duration of his incarceration and trial. May that lawyer rest in peace. His name was Johnny Cochran. That's right. Okay, Simpson.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
You're lost, OJ. You're lost. When you said back there in 1971, OJ, when you had signed your contract with the Buffalo Bills, I'm not black. I'm OJ.
You were black that day, though.
Cognitive. Yeah, OJ Simpson said that shit.
Yeah, he did. He did.
50 years ago. Exactly, 50 years ago.
Jim Brown. Now, Jim Brown, who's been hit with more domestic violence cases in the city of Los Angeles than a little bit, right? even Big Jim still came out and spoke for blackness. You know what I'm saying? But Big Jim, he's damn near 88 years old, and that motherfucker been in jail in LA County, hell, about 8 goddamn incidences that I know of. You know, up there at his mansion up there in the Hollywood Hills, you know what I'm saying? But however, as the last poet has said, excuse my language, niggas are scared of revolution.
Yep.
Because when you come to a state of mental dependence, a state of cognitive dissonance, and where you are so obsessed to be a carbon copy of your oppressor, that is the state of emergency that we talk about. The sad part about it is that 90% of our people do not even realize that we're in a state of emergency.
No, it's all good. I think this is the glory days right here. Yeah. We've come so far. Racism is gone.
we done overcome. We done overcome white supremacy. No, Negro, we haven't.
Hey, and then the latest line of shit they got. Well, we're all people of color. We're all the same. No, motherfucker.
No,
we're not. And if everybody was the same, do you know how boring this place called Earth would be?
Hell yeah.
If every motherfucker was the same.
I practice.
And then you're the group. As we say here at frontlinecampaign.org. Frontline Black News, your pocket's black experience and that. The other groups, you got to go hold your own nuts and balls.
Hold on. I
can't talk to you no more.
No.
And then we're still waiting for you fucking Biden supporters to call in and check in with us.
Please.
You got 3 platforms you can check in with us at.
Yeah.
And we have to hear from you motherfuckers. We understand how humiliated and how bad you feel. You've been had. You've been cooked. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked.
Your president making y'all look like shit. And he can give us nothing. That motherfucker, man, I'm like, I've been waiting for the worst shit to happen. You know, that would usually happen, but it hasn't. So I'm like, God, he's just getting all kind of weird fucking slides, passes that look the other ways. You know what I mean? He didn't do shit for black people. And now, which we will head into what are one of our topics. Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna head into Mexican reparations. Let's talk about it.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to talk about the main topic, which is the old black media trying to co-opt the new black media?
All right, okay. All right, it's either way, it's good. You want to open up with the old black media, and then I can start with the new black media.
Okay, so the old black media is your types like Roly Poly Martin, Epstein, Essence, etc., even BET. They're trying to co-opt our language, the new black media's language. We're part of the new black media, and they're trying to co-opt the language, and they're trying to talk about reparations, but they're doing it in a roundabout way, not coming straight up the middle with it. And we see through the facade. We see right through it. So you're not going to be able to entice the black grassroots with it by trying to co-opt the new black media's language. Look, we've been talking this language for 10 years now.
The only constant.
Y'all just started talking about this recently. That's because we've been banging the drum so hard you can't help but to hear it. So now you're trying to co-opt the language. You're trying to incorporate it into your shit. And then we got this black news channel, which isn't even black owned. It's owned by a Persian. But they call themselves the Black News Channel, and they got Mark Lamoistel on there. And several other bootlicks and coons that we have heard of, but deal with, and it's just ridiculous. They just need to stop.
And we laugh at you.
They need to come correct.
Indeed. True indeed, brother Jay. True indeed.
They need to say where they got their sources from, where they got their information from, and that is the New Blacc Media.
Period.
Amen, brother.
Yes, sir. And then, if I might say, and Uncle Tim Scott Coon, who sits up here and says that America is not a racist country. Now, the thing is, Black family, of course, this will piss off conscious individuals as we are. But we do have to be a little bit understanding is because due to what they don't want to talk about, that critical race theory, okay, is with the Willie Lynch doctrine of how the black man was beat down mentally, physically, sodomized in the presence of his woman, put on a whooping post in the presence of his woman and children. In a way, I understand Uncle Tim Scott Coon and that sick-ass broad, as you pointed out there too, Brother Che, who said that she was so glad for slavery because once for slavery, she'd be over there in Africa worshiping a tree. A tree worship. Why? Yeah. Because the tree kicks off oxygen and it inhales carbon dioxide.
True.
And then also too in the state of California that just got drenched. They're still talking about that there's a drought, a water drought in California. So once again, Governor Newsom, go fuck yourself, okay? That is an insult to my fucking intelligence. They had record snowfall in the Sierra Nevadas where it could literally get 100 degrees below zero up in there. And this is where the water comes from, as the snow melt. They're saying that Folsom Lake is still 75% below what it needs to be. Y'all go fuck yourselves in that bullshit. You're insulting our intelligence. And we as Black people, to keep the legacy on of our ancestors that made the ultimate sacrifice, we simply must do for self. Young kids, you have to go hold your own nuts. We can't do it for you no more. We're in a state of emergency. Okay, so then what y'all need to do is go on and take your stinking asses and go deal with yourselves.
And take a douche bath.
Indeed. And then another thing too about you caucasoid motherfuckers, you didn't believe in baths. And as a brother from Ethiopia explained to me, in Panthatown, at a Trader Joe's, he had stated that the ancestors had related to him that when the motherfuckers like the Portuguese, the Dutch, the British, the French, he had stated that they had stunk so bad due to their unhygienic cells that they had to stand the distance of one city block just to see why the motherfucker was there in the first place. Ethiopia gave the world bathing. Okay.
European.
Brother Ramel.
Is so the greatest gift we ever gave Europeans.
Without to wash his funky
Shampoo.
nasty ass.
Now I want to say one thing, brother. Now selling your own people out is a crime, right? So not an excuse for committing crime, right? So just I'm in agreement with something that Brother Paris said along. We can't make excuses for these people anymore, man.
Right.
Haterism, traitorism, individuals, you know what I mean? And what I'm noticing is just like he was talking about the old Blacc media in comparison to the new Blacc media, right? One thing is they're trying to do is they're trying to monetize and commercialize the revolution.
And it's not for sale.
Exactly.
One thing I shared with the sister was nowadays sales and the reason fake sales is because it's like fake gold. It looks good, it sounds good, but it ain't good. You know, and the reason real don't sell is because real don't sell out. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And
Okay, so
further there, Brother Ramel, is that down there on Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, you got Fredericton, Hollywood, where these wannabe stars, these Barbie doll looking motherfuckers go down there and buy fake titties, excuse my language, fake asses, all other kind of shit, you know. Man. Mighty funny is down there by Hollywood. Then you had the movie actresses who was getting their lips injected with collagen to have full lips like the sisters do. These motherfuckers look like damn ducks after that shit wore off, looking just like Donald Duck.
Yeah, that was natural.
Look like a motherfucking fish.
okay,
Hilarious.
Hold on, Shabaka.
hold on. She's gonna play a clip real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna play this clip. Fair use.
This is from Professor Black Truth.
And we
broadcast.
This is on mine and Che's routine of podcast.
New Blacc Media diet.
Yeah, this our podcast diet. And this is what we do like on the weekends when we're like hanging out. We have hours of podcasting where we catch up because that's when the New Blacc Media gets on and spits the truth. This is Professor Black Truth. Professor Black Truth.
Professor Black Truth.
This is his show from like was it the other night?
Yeah.
October 28th. It was very good. He did an excellent presentation. So I'm gonna play a couple of I'm just gonna play a couple of minutes here and there and throughout our conversation so we get dialogue in between. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because what he says is exactly how we feel. So we're just gonna let the New Blacc Media, which has been talking forever, go ahead and spit some knowledge, and we're sharing their message because we stand behind it. So we're sharing it. All right, let me go into it. Thank you, Professor Black Truth. Just want to say that. Okay, right.
About stop and frisk. Oh, black people don't care at all. Stop and frisk doesn't seem to be hurting Mike Bloomberg's campaign standing at all. Why, the polls, he seems to be doing okay. And then what happened was he went down to Brown Chapel AME Church in Selma. Half the congregation turned their backs on Bloomberg in front of the pastor and in front of the world, delegitimizing that little pork chop preacher that Bloomberg had sitting here calling himself propping this clown up. And the very next day, the white media saying, "Oh, looks like stop and frisk must have hurt Bloomberg." A couple of days later, Bloomberg dropped out of the presidential race. Just like that. And you notice that it wasn't the jackass Jason Johnsons. It wasn't the Joy Reids. It wasn't the Tiffany Cross-Eyed or any of these other black media clowns, these little bootlicks on cable who said anything about it. Why was it that they did not predict that? Not even one of them said it. Not a Donna Brazil, not a roly-poly. None of them predicted that. Now, the black media told you about it. Oh, they were all caught by surprise, or at the very least, they were sitting there looking stupid. They're supposed to be the main ones saying, Bloomberg, he might want to be careful because he might have big friends in New York and, up in the Northeast, where he has a whole lot of well-wishers and fellow travelers who, of course, have at least one major thing in common. But as soon as he gets outside of New York, where all of his little white media buddies are no longer able to sustain a bubble for him, he's going to be out in a whole new world. There's going to be a whole new world out there because he's not going to have any sort of insulation from the media. Nobody's going to be able to pick any privileged angles or be able to put a slant on the coverage. Same thing Kamala Harris found out the hard way. And when Bloomberg was forced out of the presidential primaries by the black polity, you notice that the Joy Reids and the Don Lemonades, they were not sitting there saying, "Oh, we should look at this. This is important." What it shows is that black people are able to force presidential candidates out of the race. They didn't say that at all. They did not at all acknowledge the power of the black vote. And these are supposed to be your black mouthpieces on cable. They're supposed to be the ones who the white media would love you to think speak for you and me. These clowns have no idea what's going on with the black street. They have nothing but contempt for the black street. They saw that we were able to crush presidential candidates. And they're also looking and going, dang, if these guys are able to crush presidential candidates, hell, they make short work of us if our white media paymasters decide to toss us overboard. Before we go any farther, just keep in mind, this is not a matter of we judge our success based on how many of the black bootlicks that the white media decides to cut from the payroll. There have been a number of civilizations over the millennia who have tried to be a bunch of little white nationalists. And before they all collapse or implode or get toppled, they all have one major theme in common, which is they try to project strength as much as they can. You know, that's those Neanderthal genes coming to the fore, you beating your chest and such, trying to put on as tough a front as you possibly can. And they do that right up until the moment that they either get knocked out or drop out. So the idea of trying to project false strength, convince you that they've got strong legs when the truth of the matter is they're about ready to keel over. It doesn't matter if it was the Romans or the Soviet Union or Enron. All of these little organizations that these white supremacists are in charge of, they always do the same thing. They're always talking about how everything's fine, that they're going to be going to the moon, why they're going to be on top of the world for the next million years, and then the very next moment they keel over dead. They know that all of their boasting and bragging about how powerful they are is largely hot air. They know that it's mostly lies. But what they don't know is whether or not you're buying it. And that's where the black media comes in. Not just a matter of empty cheerleading and saying, oh, these guys, they're not as powerful as you think. It's just a matter of you need insight. You need people who can bring that to you. And that's the purpose that the black media serves.
Okay. Yeah. Thoughts, gentlemen?
That's the purpose. That's the purpose of the new black media. We do the research, we do the insight, and we give it to you free of charge. We don't charge you for this information. We give it to you because we feel that we need to give it to you. Knowledge is power, but it's only power when it's applied. So we do this to reach the masses of our people, to wake up the sleeping giant, of which Black America is a sleeping giant, and to instill you with the knowledge of self and let you know, look, this is what Black empowerment looks like. And Professor Black Truth been doing this for 15 years. I've been listening to him for at least 5 years, but he's been on for 15 years, Black family. So the new black media has been around for at least a decade, giving you this information on YouTube, via YouTube, and should be tuning into this and not MSNBC and corrupt news network or Caucasian news network or whatever other network that is not black owned or controlled. You should be tuning into the new black media. And that's what Frontline Black News is. That's what the revolutionary agenda is. That's what Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced is. We are all part of the new black media, Black family. And this old media, this old black media is not going to co-opt our language. So don't be fooled if they get to talking our language. Don't be fooled by it. Because we've been telling you for almost a decade that, reparations is due. They need to cut the check. They need to come correct. The Democrats need to stop with this malign neglect policy, which lumps us in the broad ambiguous terms such as people of color, minorities, and so on and so forth. Enough is enough of that. We're demanding something for our vote, or we're just not going to vote at all. And we're going to weaponize our vote. And so be it. That's what needs to be done, because you're giving tangibles to all these other groups, but you keep neglecting us in the process. And you still want us to get out here and vote for what? Vote for what? So the new black media is empowering you to think for yourself, to do your due diligence, to do your research, Black family. Do your research.
Don't
And
believe the hype.
stop listening to these Democratic shills, these white supremacist minions. They might look like you, but they do not have your best interests in mind, like the Dawn Lemonades and the Joy Reeds and the Issa Rays and the Angela Rye with tomato on the side and all the rest of them fools. Stop listening to them, Black family, and tune into the new Black media.
Now, I'm gonna wait. I gotta say something too. I'm gonna say something real fast. Don't believe the hype. Just because actually, don't believe the hype. And white isn't right. You know what I mean? They're not. They haven't been. They don't lead well. They want you just to fucking submit and do what the fuck they tell you for free for whatever. This is enough, man. Enough. Like at some point, you're just gonna have to break out. You know what I mean? You gotta stay in the house or you're gonna be free outside. When you gonna break your chains? The fuck out of there. Right? We hold the boat. Just like hold on, Chewbacca.
And that's why we created the hashtag resurrection of the mental dead.
Right. I mean, think about it like this, family. FBA, AUS, cut this fucking check. Simple as that. That's the only language. That's the only language that should be spoken right now. Cut the check. Nobody. Right now, Black family, we're at war. Cut the check. Oh no, we don't need no studies. We don't need no more talk. Neely Fuller Jr. said this shit will only take 15 minutes. Get to work. What are you doing? Black family, stop being passive. Enough's enough, man. We tried. We asked politely. What? No. Fuck it. I know it's gonna sound crazy right now, but the only time situations happen where active fucking change happens, look back in the past. Black people got aggressive. Wars started. Fucking everything moved. Motherfuckers burned down whole cities recently. You know what I mean? Come on now. Okay. Fuck the Capitol. There's other shit to take down.
1992.
Right. Look at that. Wait, hold on.
Look at 1992.
Everybody saw a word talking about the fucking insurrection. That's just one place.
Yeah.
Forget that place. You know what I mean?
The resurrection.
Right.
The resurrection is going to be way harder than the insurrection.
Right. Just fuck that. Like, let them talk. Let all the white people talk about how scared they were. Okay, that's whatever. But when we get aggressive and we start doing, telling with a tone, that's when shit's gonna have to happen.
Don't deal with peace. They're terrorists. Right. They're radical.
Well, so be it. This is what you need to fucking hear. You need this, Black family. You need this fucking aggression in your life right now. Because right now you're letting them be passive. You motherfuckers are getting the shot. You're submitting. You don't want to lose your job. Fucking, man, you might have to. You're going to let them fucking give the bats to your kid? Your baby?
Yeah,
you're going to let these motherfuckers, you're going to let questionables fucking dominate whether or not they put the gender of your fucking kid on a birth certificate? You just had a baby, everything's so fucking neutral. No, man, I need to know if that kid was a boy or a girl. Just because. God damn, if I had a kid right now, if my kid came out and here's your baby. I'm like, what do I have? Oh, it's a boy? Oh, it's a girl? It's not no questionable. Right?
Or does he stand up to pee?
Yeah. Did he come with this? Did he come with a swiller? Or did he come with the other thing? A little cave. What do you got? What I got? I want to know. I want to name my kid according to its gender. I'm not going to have my kid say, hi, my name is, what do we call him? All right, I say, hi, my name is Amin-Ra. Yeah. Hi, my name is Amin-Ra. And I go by the acronyms of question mark,
they, them,
pound, hashtag pound, and fucking exclamation point, and I'm just right there with it. No, we don't need to. You're a boy. My name's Amara. I'm a boy. That's it. Somebody asked me to put my shit down the other day, and I was like, all right, my name is Brandy Marie Majors, and as you can tell, I'm a girl. You fucking stupid fuck nuts. No, No, I won't submit to that shit. I won't do it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're not gonna make me do it. You're not gonna make me take the shot. You're not gonna make me do anything. Not at all. Not fucking at all. Just like with fucking white supremacy, I'm gonna do my best to fucking resist that shit. Call it out. Fucking make it submit to my motherfucking will. Simple. Simple.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? It's fucking simple, family. They control everything. They do everything. We allowed them to. We gave them that power. When are we going to take it back? Right. When are we going to stand up for what the fuck we want? You know what I mean? We could talk about it. Sounds good. That's what I'm saying. Sounds good. Are you act on it? Right. Are you going to actively act on it?
If I may say, Lady J, if I may say, what we got to do is look at our history. Let's look at the Montgomery bus boycott of 1955 to 1956. The determination that they had, which was get to work on a skateboard, motorbike, roller skates, beer cans, ride with somebody, but whatever the fuck you do not ride the goddamn bus, and they broke the motherfuckers in a year. In a year, they broke the Montgomery bus company.
Separation from reason.
Hey,
and I met Rosa Parks.
Okay. You know, the reason we need to separate is because we need to be more independent. We need to be more self-sufficient. And if you don't know, these people, the system, the devil, the Eurocentric people, they have an agenda. Right. The Europeans have an agenda. They got a plan. But the thing is, they got an advantage. They've been pre-planning and doing shit underhanded for so long. You know, and they put us to sleep so long ago. You know, we just now coming to a state of awareness. You know what I mean? And ignorance is not an excuse for walking around doing dumb shit to your own people and saying dumb shit. You know what I mean? If you don't know, you need to get educated. You know what I mean? And so into our broadcast, you know, through the knowledge, you know, educate yourself, get the knowledge of yourself, find out what's going on, think outside the box. Don't just fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you ain't gotta live in this dissidence. You're doing that on purpose. You ain't gotta stay with the cognitive dissonance. That's a choice. Get out of that. Obviously, we know it's okay. Everybody slip up and fall down, bump their head. They walk into some motherfucking hoodwink situation. Woo, he didn't know. All right, enough's enough now. You can't play ignorant anymore. Now you're being told. Loudly.
Emergency. Indeed. Ain't no excuses no more. So what I was getting at also was, you know, look what they did to the Native people. They cut them a check and then they gave them alcohol. You know what I mean? So my warning is this: the check don't come. I want the check. I want everybody to get the check. But with that check comes a lot of responsibility, because them people, they're going to make sure that they're going to bring the fake and the falsehood to the table, and they want you to eat that shit. You know what I mean? They're going to come with the prostitution. They're going to come with the crack. They're going to come with the heroin. They're going to come with the homosexuality. They're going to come with everything fake and false for sale. And if you buy it, if you consume it, that's on your dumb ass.
Right.
You know, sir, be intelligent. Be intelligent. You know, our ancestors were intelligent. We come from a different cut, being Afrocentric and African descended people. We come from people of a higher class, of a higher education. No, we gotta come back to our natural selves, man. We gotta come back to our higher being, and you know, we need to start playing in the head and start having unity amongst each other, and start having think tanks where we're thinking outside the box, and we're strategizing on how we're gonna avoid the shit that they're gonna bring to the table. they said on that. And like I always said on this, they're pre-planning and doing things underhanded. So beware.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let me continue. Let me continue, gentlemen. I'm going to play a little bit more. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and acknowledge fair use and shout out to Professor Black Truth for the highly intellectual education he's been providing. So let me get to the thing real quick. Right here.
Opposed. But white supremacy happens to have huge financial reserves and a big head start. And that being the case, they're going to be using their massive resources in order to try to prop up as many of these clowns as they possibly can. That's their standard MO. Try to flood the zone with as many of these fools as possible. Kick up as much white noise as they possibly can. Cause or create as much confusion as they possibly can. And then while everybody is distracted, white supremacy will either go about trying to acquire what it can or doing what it can to repair the damage done to it, to preserve itself, all under the cover of chaos. Well, the black media is here to shine the light of truth on white supremacy to make sure that you stay focused. Now, keep in mind, we don't do infotainment here. I damn sure don't.
Right.
Unfortunately, a lot of our people have acquired a taste for all kind of buffoonery. The message of the black media, it is agreed upon by all black folks that the message of the black media is valid and true. But unfortunately, especially with our people, there's a big difference between what they know that they ought to be consuming and then what it is that they actually open their minds to. Black empowerment is not for everyone because not every black person deserves to have it. And we need to be honest about that.
I know that's right.
I've been telling you for the last 15 years, we have to take a hard-nosed approach to our power. So before you go calling yourself listening to any new fools who pop up overnight who the white media puts in front of you, oh, this is the National Black Justice Coalition. This is Human Rights Campaign. This is Black Pack. This is National Black this. This is Urban Black that. Before you go calling yourself opening your ears or your mind to any of these new jack fools who just popped up out of the ground or dropped out from the sky just yesterday, you might want to pump your brakes. You already have a black media that speaks for you. You already have voices that are speaking in your interests. We don't look for celebrity endorsements, and we do not seek any corporate sponsorship. That's the lesson that everyone should have taken away from the whole ADOS scandal. You got individuals who are trying to find gainful employment with Byron Allen. And by the way, Byron Allen, he won his little lawsuit. He got what he wanted. And just out of curiosity, how has that changed our lot even one iota? Has it done us even one scintilla of good? Can you see anyone other than Byron Allen who's gotten something out of his courtroom victory? It's been a few years now. You would have thought that something would have changed, but nothing changes because that was never the point. You can readily identify the real from the phony by who it is who actually participates and who regularly associates themselves with this black empowerment message. See, there's a reason why we're as strident as we are about this message. We want to have absolutely no ambiguity about what we're about. You see, if you're some Negro who's hoping that you're going to get yourself a TV deal, hello, Issa Rae, hello, Agent Duvernay, hello, Hannibal Buress. If you're one of those bootlicking scumbags, then of course you already know exactly what the white media script is. You know what it is that they want you to say. You know how to be one of their Negro friends. You know exactly how far you better not go. You know exactly what it is that they want to hear. And you also know what it is you better not say. See, if you're hoping to get yourself a contract with some white media company, if you're hoping that they're going to be having you on one of their weekend shows so you can get some quickie appearance fees from them, well, you understand what the boundaries are. So when you see the black media talking real to people, saying exactly what it is and not backing down even one bit, when you see us saying things that threaten white supremacy, you also understand that those white agents and white managers and those white business reps and those white executives and producers that you want to be on the good side of because they're the ones who you're wanting to get a check from, you understand that you can't talk like this. You also understand you can't be seen associating with people like this.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's fine by me. The black media is not trying to be some sort of clout chasers. We're not interested in saying, oh, look who we bump elbows with. We're not part of the cheese and croissant circuit. But we stand up for what is in black people's interest, and we stand on it, helping to put a spine into what up until this point have been a largely spineless people, and we need to call it what it is. That's how you get somebody like Colin Kaepernick, though I got to admit he's been keeping some strange company these days. But also that helps to embolden people like Dave Chappelle when these guys see and hear the message. You better believe people like him, they definitely have heard the message that we've been saying. And they know that they're not alone. Wow. It was not the white media that gave a Dave Chappelle or a Colin Kaepernick, a John Boyega, or whomever permission to speak the unspoken. It was not the white media that said that it was okay for them to point out the anti-black racism from the LGBT. So there's a lot of people who have been hearing the message coming from the black media. And what's happening is it's emboldening and encouraging them. Even if these are people who we don't necessarily roll with. The point is the message is getting out there and it's giving people heart.
It's right there. You hear what it said?
Giving people heart.
Yeah.
It means fucking stand up. Stand up. It's game over when we stand up.
And that's why we created the hashtag resurrection of the mental dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They ain't ready for the resurrection. They thought the insurrection was something, but the resurrection gonna come way harder.
Right.
All right. Shout out to our viewers.
Shout out to our viewers. Who? Who's watching us?
It says we got 2 people watching.
Oh, hello, 2 little eyeballs.
3 people.
3 little eyeballs. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. We hope you're getting the message spreading.
Clipper on there.
Yeah, it's one of them. Agent Clipper.
Agent Clifford ain't got to get on there in a long time. Fuck him.
He ain't got the heart. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't saying nothing.
Huh?
I said if he's watching, he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, because he ain't got the heart to say nothing.
Right. Exactly. It's because, once again, there is no argument with undisputed truth.
Right.
And Jason Black just told you that right there.
Yep.
They get these hand-picked...
Not Jason Black.
Professor Black Truth.
To lead us down the fucking toilet. Rather if it's the media, a goddamn politician like Uncle Tim Scott Coon, you see what I'm saying? The other ass-scratching Yasser boss up there, man, you know, critical race theory. We don't need to learn about critical race theory. No, fuck that. Our children need to learn of the barbarism that was committed against us as a people. Our children need to learn about what happened to Emmett Till and George Skinner and the Scottsboro boys.
Right.
Our children need to learn that shit. Where these motherfuckers used to take us out there and lynch us and burn us. They called them picnics, as in picnic.
Right. I think certain terms are even acceptable now.
Our children need to learn about the mother and her son who was thrown off of a bridge and lynched in Oklahoma, and because the mother saw that her son was getting ready to be sodomized by these savages, and quite naturally, of course, her maternal instincts came out to protect her child, they lynched him and his mother. And as the heavyweight champion said back in 1974, no, we are not brothers. Brothers don't take brothers and cut off their privates and hang them in trees and put it in their mouths.
No, they don't.
But if we teach our children these historical facts,
They was jealous of the Swilla and all the other things, the fucking magic of the black man. So they try to take it, kill it, fucking rape it, beat it, steal from it, fucking defeminize it, humiliate it. They did a lot to that.
Places in these contemporary times.
Horrible.
They want the black male dead, incarcerated, or he's feminized.
Right.
That's right. Billy Porter, it just came across my desk that you got AIDS.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh, you got the hype, cuz what? Like, oh God.
Yeah, well, you know.
You got the hype, cuz.
Hey, man,
You're trying to feminize, demonize.
Where'd you get the hive, cuz? Where did you get the hive?
Fuck the motherfucking devils.
Where did you get the hive?
All that pussy popping he been doing.
Pussy pop. Ooh, where did you get the hive?
Yeah.
That's gonna be my new set. Where'd you get the hive, cuz?
He was probably over there in Boys Town by Tweety Bird.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's over there privately in a bad room on VIP, just getting it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Whoever's gonna contradict that, we already know how we got blamed for the for the AIDS epidemic. We know how we got blamed for it. Yeah. We'll just leave it right there.
Yeah.
They said black people. They said we know where it came from. We know what really was popping with that. We know.
And I remember in the late 1970s and early 1980s when they first came out with the acquired immune deficiency syndrome, commonly referred to as AIDS. It was mainly with people who were from Haiti, or Haiti as it's commonly referred to. And then those with the alternative lifestyles that they have, which is their business. And then a high point of it was a place called San Francisco, California, the capital of Boys Town. Right. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let me mind my tongue. They might give me another 30 days to suspension.
Nah, man, I'm like, right? Y'all was getting it.
And then let me say this here about Boys Town, which is 8 miles west from Panthertown, is that when the women went out in January of one year to raise money for breast cancer research, bare-chested, and asking the men for donations. You can't touch the jiggly wigglies. You can look and foam in the mouth all you want. But this is why they were out there fundraising, to keep the jiggly wigglies.
Keep the jiggly wigglies.
And the city of San Francisco is going to give these women citations for indecent exposure. But you will let a naked ass man, as per a city ordinance, to walk down the fucking street.
Y'all ain't
Mayor
shit.
London Bridge or whatever, what the fuck y'all? Lady, you
London Bridge,
yeah.
That's fucking bullshit, man. They're just trying to keep their breasticups, and you gonna hate on them like that and just let some motherfucking flamboyant ass individual that's practicing weird ass dramatic fucking acting skills fucking go ahead and get a free pass?
Yeah.
Hell nah. That was a real serious situation right there. And nobody wants to walk around with they have to have something God gave them cut off because they got sick. You know what I mean? They got to went through a whole bunch of shit with that, man. Shout out to fucking, people that have survived that. That is fucking crazy. But let a motherfucking, let some dude who wants to just fly his flag freely fucking just, man, where's the fucking justice? That's why you guys got to sit it down. Now you see why a motherfucker like me is like, sit it down. You got to ride your parade already. You ain't gonna rain on ours. Sit it the fuck down now. You see why? I'll be like, that's enough. Yeah, go ahead, Shabaka, finish. Fucking thing. I don't give a fuck if anybody calls me homophobic, transphobic. I'm just saying I can't deal with dramatic weirdos and shit that's kind of throwing that shit in my face. Man, motherfucking, just save that shit for Broadway. You know how to get to Broadway.
Yeah.
Go to Broadway. Do that shit in the theater. Whatever, if that's your way you're making money, whatever. I mean, we done known, you think everybody thinks that they got to actively show the fact that they're gay. Like, look at me. No, man, we know. We've been knowing. We just kept the quorum and kept it to ourselves. It's not like we were ignoring it. We know. You're the one who felt like you need to tell the whole world. You're the one who felt like, I need to come out. I need to show everybody. You're the one who fucking felt like that, man. Everybody and their mama knows that you've been gay. Or you're bi. Or you don't know. You're fucking confused. You're listening to what thing you don't know. You might feel like sexy lingerie today and fucking Wranglers tomorrow. You just don't know. Shut up. Everybody been knowing. You're the one who doesn't know. You're the one that feels like you just need to be liberated of that. Man, shut up. Sit it down now.
Yeah, but just
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Sit it the fuck down.
Jason Black said, you know,
Professor Black Truth.
Black media,
Yeah, Professor Black Truth. That's who he's talking
you know,
about.
they got these clowns on puppet strings. You
Right.
see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And it's like
they got these clowns on puppet strings to serve you some prepackaged bullshit. Well, you know, I'm a person of color. Man, fuck you. I'm a black man in America.
Mm-hmm.
Get your head out your ass.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna continue now. We'll continue real quick. Where we at? We continue so we can
giving people an infusion of some guts. So the white media's classic game of pretending as if these angry black voices out here, oh, these guys, they don't exist. Just ignore them, they'll go away. We didn't go away. Some of them have, though. But to be bluntly honest, I am not so much concerned about what it is that our enemies are doing as I am with what our response to it is. I'm much more concerned about what it is that we're doing, because that's going to be what determines whether or not we win. We are not here merely to observe the white media or to give our opinions about the propaganda they put out. We are here to attack the white media. Why is that important? Because attacking the white media is a crucial aspect of delegitimizing them. We got to make it where they have no legitimacy in your eyes. In 2020, the thugs in blue found out the hard way what happens when you get delegitimized. They went from thinking that the white media was going to be able to cover for them, and, well, it didn't matter what anybody said. Next thing you know, the bastards were on their knees. The white media spends a lot of time trying to prop up its little hand puppet Negroes like a Jay-Z or a Sean Combs. I'm sorry, I mean Diddy. And these guys, they're running around saying, you need to vote or die. The black media said, do not vote unless there's something tangible on the table that has been promised to you. Because if you're just going to vote or die without having something that's been promised to you, something tangible that's been promised to you, all that's going to happen is you're going to vote, then you're going to die. Voting is an empty exercise unless you're getting something out of it. It's a business transaction. It was almost 15 years ago when I made my classic video, We're All Detroiters Now. One of the things that I pointed out was we got to start using the right vocabulary. See, these hand-picked shuck and jive Negroes who the white media props up, they tell you jobs, it's about jobs. I was the one who led the charge to say, no, it's got to be about businesses, something that you own. It is crucial, vital that we use the right words. Otherwise, what happens is some clown comes up to you and tells you that, oh, I've got a plan for you people. And the plan is going to be for people of color, inner city, minorities. And you'll be so silly as to think that they're actually talking about you. We were the ones who made it cool to put Kamala Harris on the hot seat. And to make it very clear, there is a litmus test in place if you want the black vote. If you want black support, if you're going to call yourself talking to black folks, there's a litmus test that has to be passed. 1, tangibles, specifically for us. We ain't talking about people of color. We ain't talking about minorities. And to be bluntly honest, we're not even talking about all black people. We're talking about black people specifically whose bloodline goes back to the killing fields of the American South. Call it descendants of American slaves or Foundational Blacc Americans or whatever title it is you want to use. But those two are the ones that are most commonly used, and you really can't go wrong if you stick with either one of those. But nonetheless, we make it very specific. We're being specific here, not general. We're making it very clear. You're not going to be sitting here playing that old shell game with us. You're not going to be able to put on the old media theater where you have one of your hand-picked bootlicks like Big Bird, you know, that clown from so-called Cobra, one of those professional do-nothing organizations where they sit around all day waiting for the next luncheon that they get invited to, who will pretend as if they're asking these idiots questions when in fact they're just going through the motions because it's all for show. It's nothing more than theater. We made the heat so hot that you even had the freaking griot of all people. They were forced to have to try to talk like us and ask Kamala Harris, what are you going to do for black people? And she said, nothing. You think I'm going to do something that only benefits black people? Okay, there you go. Yeah, they understand that when it comes to legitimacy, you're not going to be able to do the old game where you sit there and you ask Hillary Clinton questions about hot sauce, or you bring Pete Buttigieg in. It's going to be questions about fried chicken. What chicken do you like? That old coonery and buffoonery that idiots like Charlemagne the fraud. Charlemagne the clown. Charlemagne the whoever. Idiots like that, the breakfast schlubs. That old game of we're going to bring him in, it's going to shuck and jive. Don't worry, ain't going to be no tough questions. We ain't going to embarrass you. To hell with that. A big part of what the black media is supposed to be doing is to be setting a whole new tone for what it is that counts as black discourse. And that tone is not going to be assertive. It's going to be aggressive. I do not want some political prostitute to come in front of me and they're going to be trying to figure out how the hell to get over on me. I'm asking you direct questions. And you're not going to talk around it. You come in front of me, what's going to be happening is going to be about what are you going to do for me? Specifically, we are going to be setting a tone, and the tone is not going to be whenever it comes time to talk about black people's concerns. Well, it's going to be playtime. Whenever we're talking about black folks, it's playtime. It's always playtime whenever we're talking about black people. Oh, we can always go ahead and have roly-poly dancing a jig with Miss Hilly. We can have the breakfast schlubs asking Pete Buttigieg about fried chicken and asking Hillary Clinton about hot sauce. We can go ahead and do that because whenever we're talking about black folks, it's not supposed to be a serious conversation. We're not supposed to be speaking seriously because black folks can't handle a serious conversation. And that being the case, we want to reinforce, black folks just don't like that. The hell that they don't.
Right.
We understand that's the white media using their influence to do programming. And the programming is they're trying to condition you as to what to expect whenever it comes time to talk about black people's concerns. So part of what the black media has done is to make it very clear. You come in front of black folks, it's going to be about the money. Where's the bread at? Don't you want to talk about dancing? No, I don't, unless you intend to dance a jig right out the damn door. We're going to be talking about money. This is business. And that's the tone and tenor that is supposed to be set. Mm-hmm. These are the fools who try to make it in some sort of half-baked love fest, playing the old game of, the Democrats are our friends, and we don't ask them any tough questions, and we just believe whatever they say. To hell with that. 15 years ago, I pointed out that the mission of the black media was to take control of the social discourse within the black community and to elevate the debate. 15 years later, that is what we have done. We have taken control of the discourse. We got all these bastards who at first were pretending as if they were going to overtake us. They couldn't. Pretending as if they were going to ignore us. They can't. And now they're trying their best to do some half-baked impersonation of us, and it ain't working. And as far as elevating the debate goes, yeah, all of that coonery and buffoonery, all of that buffoon entertainment television talk, all of that, we're just going to pretend as if we're all just buddies here. That stuff is starting to go away. It's gone in a lot of quarters, and the few that it's still there, it's evaporating. Mm-hmm. We have elevated the debate. Talking about black people is going to be about tangibles. It's going to be about business. It ain't going to be about feelings. We want to talk about our feelings, damn feelings. Cut the check. And these damn race soldiers who you are propping up and who you are funding and letting these bastards run around killing black folks, you ain't doing a damn thing about it. We're not talking about police reform. The only way that you can reform the police is to punish them. And punishment means life or it means capital punishment. But what it does not mean is any sort of paid vacation on the taxpayer dole. And it does not mean you get transferred to another police department. It means full stop, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go straight to jail. That's what it means. We are defining what the discourse is supposed to be. And we are elevating it. No more of this Roscoe's chicken and waffle type talk. No more of this beans and cornbread conversation. We are taking the power out of the hands of these bootlicks of the white media propped up as their safe Negroes who you already know what you're supposed to do. You got Roly-Poly Martin slipping Donna Brazile the questions. It's all just theater. Nobody gives a damn because when you're dealing with black folks, it's never to be taken seriously. Well, now they know that there's a force out here to be reckoned with. No, not me. You. You are who they're afraid of. The only reason they point their guns at us happens to be because we're the ones who are saying what you're thinking. We're the ones who have been saying what you've been saying. and helping to aggregate enough Black people and to collect enough Black people together with a voice loud enough to be heard. They want that process to be stopped. But ultimately, it's not what Professor Black Truth is saying. It's what you've been saying. Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot has changed, but not nearly enough. However, we are relentless. We understand.
All right, let's stop right there.
Understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint. And who wins depends on who it is who's going to continue fighting no matter what. We are not going to allow ourselves to be distracted. This is not about trying to hope to ourselves that we can calm these white supremacists down before the next commercial break so we can go back to watching the Real Housewives of Who Gives a Damn. This is not about us being pathetic and hoping that a lifelong racist like Joe Biden is going to do right by us when the man's damn near in his grave at this point. He's older than dirt at this point. And here you got some Negroes, stupid as hell, talking about how, oh, he gonna do for Black folks because he knows what'll happen if he don't because of the uprisings last year. As soon as he gets in office, first thing he says is, damn you niggers. I won't even return your phone calls. You know those promises that I made? Psych. Ain't none of it happening. Now, this came as a surprise to a lot of the Biden bootlicks out there. It didn't come as a surprise at all to the Black media. We told you what was going to occur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So damn. Like, he's basically saying how we've been saying, how we feel, and you're like, fucking listen, family. Like, I mean, they've been saying it forever, and if there was a time to fucking do the right thing, stand up, fucking, now's the time for everything, and cut the fucking check for FBA, ABUS.
Cut the check.
And
they
say it like that, like you couldn't bring it back all the way to what would you say? How many generations, Jesse? For reparations, how many generations?
At least seven, yeah.
At least 7 generations, right?
I think it's about 27 generations.
Right, but if you got to go back to at least how long? How many? What's the minimal?
You got to be able to trace your lineage back to the killing fields of the South. So when slavery was legal, was the late 1700s, early 1800s. Mm-hmm. So you got to be able to at least go back to the 1800s, to the 1870 census.
Yeah. So this is my opinion. This is my opinion. Me only. I can't. I don't even. This shit don't. Let me say that. Let me word this better. Reparations does not apply to me because A, it doesn't matter to me. 2, I couldn't trace anything back farther than my own parents. So, and they both. My father's been gone, so it really doesn't matter to me. But it does matter to everybody I associate with. And that is important. It matters to mates. It matters to everybody I associate with, have been associating with, it went out small till now. It matters. And I agree with everything they say. Call it whatever you wanted to, but I'm mixed and I don't really have to have that. So, but I do know and very much understand the fucking importance of blood, sweat, and tears that have been given, taken, fucking whatever, to United States. And y'all wouldn't, come on now, I don't even want to get into it. You know what you did. You stole them, you owe them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Cut the check.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
You know what I mean? Exactly. There shouldn't even have to be a discussion. And the fact that everybody gets reparations and they're okay with what they got, they're okay, they accepted it. All right, fuck it, you don't get no more. You accept the fucking symbolism, fuck it, you accepted it, you don't get no more. Everybody can sit it down. It is time for us. It is our shit now. Us, when I say us, that's us. Reparations is not for Brandy Marie Majors, but it is for everybody that I'm with, I associate with, I'm 41 years old. So can you imagine? It's a lot of people. And then some. So also too, so you're colonizers. Real shit. But I don't mean to say but.
I'm suing the Spanish. Fuck all devils. Fuck all Europeans.
And
fuck
cut
all
the fucking
Caucasians.
check.
I want my check right now.
Cut the fucking check. No more.
No, like
no more fucking passes.
Good fellas, you motherfuckers need to pay me today.
Pay me today. Where I come from, it's fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. That's where I come from. Fuck you, pay me.
Right now. Not later. Right now.
Right now.
Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, fuck you, pay me.
Pretty much, yeah. If anybody saw Goodfellas, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, you pay us today.
Today. Cut the fucking check. There's no thinking. There's no thinking. The math has been done for you. And every day you wait longer, it gets deeper.
And then, if they say they got such a problems, then how the hell is a motherfucker gonna go up here, got his own goddamn private spaceship to take a 90-year-old senile ass motherfucker up into outer space for 10 minutes, and it cost him $200 billion.
Right. And then want to act like there's fucking tours involved and anybody can do it. First of all, fucking black people don't want to go to space like that. Let's just say that. It used to be like, black people don't do that. We don't say that no more. No, you don't see black people doing that. We don't say those shit no more. We don't say those things no more. No, fuck that. We need to get back into that. Black people don't go up in space like that. Man, but them motherfucking crackers can. Them motherfucking white people can. Bye. Please, William Shatner, the next time you go up there, can you please do the Star Trek thing? Because that would have been a total rip for me. Man, I was hoping. Instead, you come back down there and you're like, oh,
90-year-old ass motherfucker.
Fat little motherfucker William Shatner. Yeah, but you couldn't even do that for me. Fuck William Shatner too. How you gonna fucking bandwagon? Man. All right. All right. No more for us.
It's fucking ridiculous.
They just got money like that.
And then on this damn...
Can't feed the poor. Can't house the poor.
Really?
Can't pay reparations.
Exactly.
But you got money to go to space. Fucking
Yeah.
Sydney.
Spending billions each time.
Yeah.
Spending tens of billions each time to do it.
Yeah, you got money to do that, but you don't got money to take care of fucking homeless people or fucking anybody who needs the most constructive fucking help. But you got money just to let William Shatner go up there. They didn't pay him. He was doing some old sponsorship or something. You know what I mean? But come on now. You just got money just to float around? Just to build rockets and fucking do your own thing? You want to go up to space? Stay there. Stay there. Do us a favor.
Go to the goddamn sun and burn smooth the hell up.
And they can burn in hell. You know what I mean?
I lost that damn SpaceX rocket straight to the fucking sun.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a moment when I was watching that shit. I was like, please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Because that would have been crazy. But I was just hoping on some level it might have been kind of like shocking TV if that shit just would have started falling apart right before it got to the atmosphere. I'm like, you know, but no.
It would have been like the Challenger and what was that?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It was crazy. Remember that with a plane with a rocket just do that shit? Everybody watching. Whoa! I was like, goddamn. But yeah, no, he got money to throw around, fly motherfuckers up to the moon. You want to talk about you want to do moon tours and shit? Take them all up there.
Yeah.
Leave them there. Maybe the earth will heal.
And
maybe fucking shit will get on the right plane.
These motherfuckers is out here trying to go to Mars and all this old type of shit.
Right. You leave all that bitch ass shit there.
Now, if you ask me, a lot of this bullshit that they say they going to Mars and all that shit, that motherfucker look like it's out there in the desert in Nevada somewhere.
Red desert, yeah. You want to go to the red desert? Go for it. Go for it. Just please go. Please go to the red desert and stay there. Do it for me. Do it for all black people.
Mexico.
Yeah, please. Just go any desert.
That motherfucker
Stay
might
there.
be showing pictures from New Mexico and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you it's Mars.
Right. Right. I mean, yeah, you can pretend that you're at Mars in the Nature and Science Museum here in Colorado. You know, in Denver. You go to the Nature and Science Museum, and they got the little setup for the children. They got the little wet red sand. You know what I mean? And it's kind of fun to play with. That's when you can play, and when you're at Mars, fucking go there and get that out your system. Stop it, man. Do something with that money.
Yeah.
You got blessed with it.
You know, have Bezos and that other motherfucker and Captain Kirk fly that motherfucker straight to the sun, and you will really go where no man has boldly gone before. With this bullshit, you know what I mean? And people is out here starving and dying in the street, and little babies up here freezing to death in the snow and freezing rain and shit. Oh man, I got $230. I'm going to sad state of value for motherfuckers.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's their
sad state of mind. You got $250 billion, and you got little babies and children and old people dying in the street in snow and freezing rain. But I want to be Captain Kirk. Get the fuck out of here.
Hell no. No. I want to be that blind guy in
the sad part about it
is kicking ass
and
and
the
shit.
sad part about it is motherfuckers gonna call this shit here progress.
That ain't progress. It's just them wasting money
No,
and doing it in front of us.
regression.
Yeah, they wasting money and doing it in front of us. I didn't learn nothing from that shit. Except, fuck, that's how you want to waste your money with gas like so high? You had fucking motherfucking ports held up. That's how you going to spend your money? Damn. It must be not like that where you're at. You know what I mean? Gas station.
Like you in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can hear it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah, trying to put some heat on in this motherfucker. I got cold as hell out here.
Where you at, Chewbacca?
In the middle of the desert.
Get your black ass out of there. I'm going to start designating the desert for devils. Desert for devils. All right, let's continue real quick because I think I got like one more little piece to play. Here we go.
The problem is not so much that Jim Crow Joe became president as a matter of he had a bunch of black folks who were sitting here hoping against hope that he was going to go against what he's been doing for the last 50 plus years. That this man who has been an unabashed, relentless anti-black racist longer than most of us have been alive, and yet some Negroes were still desperately hoping at this late date that he was going to do something else. See, we can't blame all of it just on white media programming. Sure, their media monopoly makes it where they can tell a bunch of lies endlessly. But the real question is, how many black folks who even consider themselves to be smart enough? Oh, I listen to Professor Black Truth. I listen to the other new voices of black media. And yet when we tell you, hey, this Jim Crow Joe guy, he's no different and no better than Donald Trump. Oh, well, no, man, we can't. That Trump dude, he crazy. No. He's not crazy. He's just an honest white supremacist. And that scares a lot of black folks. Because for the longest time, we've been playing the game of, well, we need some polite white supremacists. You can be white supremacists. Just be polite. Do you have to call us nigger, though? As far as I'm concerned, I am not scared of a white supremacist at all. So them being honest, as far as I'm concerned, good. Now we all know where we stand. See, the problem with having the orange-skinned bigot in the White House was you couldn't deny that he was a racist. You couldn't sit there and pretend as if it wasn't what it clearly was. And with him in front of you now, you feel like, oh, God, I'm going to have to actually get up and confront white daddy. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And then when the pain got great enough, when the insults got great enough, all of a sudden you had some folks who said, well, hold on, man, we can't be just letting you run all over us like this. Then people started standing up and started stepping forward, and that's good. Joe Biden was meant to be nothing more than hitting the snooze button. So you had folks who were starting to wake up, some of them who had been in a coma for the last 50 years, but some folks were starting to wake up. So the powers that be needed to hit the snooze button again, and in comes Jim Crow Joe with Cop Mala Harris. So you have two lifelong white supremacist foot soldiers, one who wrote the laws meant to imprison black people, and another one who broke a ton of laws and violated the Constitution 5 ways from Sunday to lock black folks up and keep them in prison. Yeah, those two, they were made for each other, but they weren't made for us. These are the forces arrayed against us. Not that they're new, but the thing is, this is the challenge, the fight of our time. This is the work that we have been called to do. The holy and hallowed work of toppling white supremacy, crushing it to dust, never to be seen or heard from ever again.
Goddamn right. I agree. We lost the boys real quick.
Oh no.
Ramel, I think you got a call. Yeah, we lost the boys real quick, but they'll be right back. Ramel, understanding Shabaka Sankori stepped away from the phone for a quick second. But since me and Chair here, Jesse, we can talk about it. Shit, that shit needs to go.
How do you want your white supremacy served? Hot or cold?
Right.
Y'all said, look, Muggs was just starting to wake up when Trump was in office, and then go ahead and put Biden in, and Muggs go right back to sleep.
Right.
That's where the hashtag resurrection of the mental dead comes into effect.
Mm-hmm.
We are a sleeping giant, black family, and once we wake up, it's a wrap. All we got to do is stand up, black family, and it's done.
It's over, yes.
It's not all that. We just got to be organized,
strategic, and with the shit. Like, seriously, don't be scared. The worst has already happened. We've already came through so much. Come through it. Our ancestors been through it. We've been through enough.
What can they do to us, black family, that they haven't already done?
Right. It's already happened. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay to buck up. Don't be scared. Now's not the time to be scared. If you want a fucking future, don't be fucking scared. Everybody's scared somewhere, you know what I mean? But at this point, you can't be scared anymore. At this point, you gotta let that fear turn into anger. And then later on, after that, we done worked it all out. Everybody done got the point. They cut the check. Shit gets on the right fucking wavelengths. She can go back to being happy. It can be happy. Not go back. It can be happy for us. Fuck them. Fuck them. They have their time in the sun.
It can go back to happy when we actually have a system of justice on this planet.
Right.
This whole planet needs to be cleansed of them. They have to go.
They have to go. They have to go.
Or Venus.
Control of us no more.
They need to go.
Right. Don't be scared.
They are a parasite and a cancer to this planet. And it's up to us to restore justice on this planet.
Quickly.
You say, well, Che, what you mean by justice? Guaranteeing that nobody is mistreated by the color of their skin, and those that need the most constructive help get it.
Period. Shout out Neely Fuller Jr. Thank you. Yes. That's it. And we should know about justice. We want it so motherfucking bad. Now we gotta go get it again. But this time we gotta make them understand that they can't have it back. They can't. We gotta, we always say, well, we gotta get in charge of our financial institutions. Blah 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 blah. Yes, this is now the fucking time to stand on what you've been saying, or fucking, shake that ugly coon shit off and come out.
Bold with these mugs. You gotta be bold and direct. When he's ask you for something, tell him, Pilgrim, ain't you got some pride? What you doing asking the slave for something?
Right. And don't let anybody treat you like that. Like, fuck. People are always trying to steal from everybody. They steal your talent, your swag, your fucking intellect, everything. You know what I mean? and then not give you nothing for it. No.
That's called.
If you're reading at the bottom of the screen, right? If you read at the bottom, I said here at the Frontline Black News, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, the Revolutionary Agenda. We offer tangibles.
Right.
Right? Did it say that? Did it go in there?
Yep.
The whole thing? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We offer tangibles. What are you gonna get if you donate to the Cash App? Right? Like I haven't even really talked about that, but I'm just proving my point. We brought it to that, right? We offer tangibles right here. This is tangibles, right? What do you get? A book and a
mixtape.
If you live in the city, I'll bring it to you, or you can come get it. Either way, thank you for the help. Here is something back. I needed that from you. So since I needed that from you, I'm giving you this. You know, thank you. You see what I'm saying? Tangibles, man. They hold your fucking vote because that's what they want. They want the power of the black vote because they know how much it means. Just like everything black has value to it and they want it, they'll take it.
So with the midterms coming up, Black family, hold your votes.
Hold your vote like you hold your dick, like you hold your private parts, ladies. Like you hold your butt fucking brain and your heart to your fucking chest. Like you guard your children. Like you hold your fucking mate. Like you wouldn't let nothing happen to it. Like it's so motherfucking important. You take care of your parents, like that kind of shit.
Especially at the state and federal level, hold your votes.
Fucking vote. Please, Black family, hold your fucking vote. Do it because they don't have nothing. They haven't offered you shit. Point. Not because we're telling you to, not because we tell you to go this way or that way, but because there's no fucking tangibles for us. There's nothing specifically for us. Don't let the fair skin fucking fool you from the message. There's no fucking tangibles for us. There hasn't been. Bad idea, Biden supporters.
Over 50 years.
Right. I'm just referring to the Biden supporters now. Where are you? I've been waiting. You know I've been waiting. We can go back many, many, many videos to the start or where I'm like, I'm waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting on you, Biden supporters.
We're waiting. Where are you? Fucking sleeping ass motherfuckers. Wake up. Look what you did. Look what you did. Okay. All right. So now we're in the midterms. Hold your vote like you hold your dick. Like you hold your internal shit, ladies. Okay?
Don't let Corey Bussey and the rest of them hold you into voting for the Democrats. Right. And when we say you don't vote for the Democrats, that's not us saying you need to go vote for the Republicans.
No.
We're saying, look, you need to hold your vote.
Hold your vote.
Until motherfuckers offer tangibles. If they're not offering no tangibles, they're not offering nothing that's concrete, anything that's substantive, something you can count, measure, feel, like physically feel, not spiritual, not necessarily spiritually or symbolically feel.
Not a promise, but an actual fucking tangible from here to this date.
But a real substantive thing. Hold your vote.
Hold your vote. You ain't gotta give it away. You ain't gotta do it. We don't have to spend a motherfucking cent with anybody. We have the power. We have the power. We are the power.
They're giving tangibles to all these other groups. They got tangibles for the LGBTQ. They got tangibles for the illegal immigrants. They're about to give them reparations for being separated at the border. We will touch on that tomorrow or later on today on Frontline Black News. Stay tuned for that because that's ridiculous. But they telling your black ass we can't do nothing specifically for you.
And they're sending black people away right there at the border.
And you think I still want to participate in the system after that?
Right.
Hell no.
Fuck what you feel about Haiti, okay, right? But they were them fucking pictures, man. If that wasn't a fucking flashback to fucking chattel slavery, I don't know what was. I mean, just if you watch like Goodbye Uncle Tom, okay, that's where I'm going with that. If you didn't see that, right? But then them pictures looking pretty fucking foul. And the fact that they were sending motherfuckers back, black people. I know it's controversial in Haiti. Okay, we get it. We got the point. Everybody's gonna feel how they feel. I'm just gonna go off the color of your skin. Okay? At the color of your skin. Let's just go off of that. They were sending them back. But they didn't get Mexicans reparations.
Yeah. That was separated at the border from their kids.
You better hold your fucking boat. Mexicans get reparations before you.
And they're getting almost $500,000 per person per family.
Hey, fucking hold your motherfucking boat. If that don't make you angry, FBA, ADOS, I'm with you. Hold your motherfucking boat. No, they get that. And we ain't even hit the midterms yet. We're in it. We're about to get your boat.
But they want you to participate in that shit so the Democrats can keep the House and the Senate. The Democrats got the House and the Senate right now, and they ain't doing nothing tangible for your black ass. But they told you that you're the backbone of the Democratic Party.
Right.
They wouldn't have gotten the office without your vote.
Right.
They can't offer nothing tangible.
This that brandy face with the plea. Please, my family, do the right thing. Because if not, I'm gonna be like, another disappointing time in our lives. Thank you, Black Rally. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Because y'all know better. You gotta get angry, man. Fuck it. Get angry. This should be fucking angry. The Mexicans get it before you? FBA?
We built this damn country. These people aren't even citizens and they're getting reparations. That's complete bullshit. We built this country. We are the foundation of this country. There'll be no United States of America without our blood, sweat, and toil. And these mugs, they just came off the boat or they just came over the border yesterday and they getting reparations.
They still doing acts of slavery here. Look at the systems. Prisons make everything, man. They're locked up in prison. They're making all the shit for us and them. There's still slavery. They just got pretty names on it. And fucking a whole bunch of them in states. Come on now. Enough's enough. Pull it together, family.
I predict a mass exodus from the Democratic Party. And when I say that, don't run to the Republican Party either. Run to whatever party is going to offer you fucking tangibles. Period.
Your needs.
Just don't participate in the system altogether and see what happens.
Yeah. I really watch it crumble. It's already imploding.
Country withhold their vote for the midterm. See what happens.
Yeah, they know what's happening. They're paying attention. Hold your fucking vote. So they got something to give you. And that means cut the fucking check. Fucking pay me.
And what's the amount, babe? $100 trillion. That means 1.2 million for every black family or black person that descends from slavery in America.
Mm-hmm.
In the United States, North America, the United States of America.
Right. FBA, ADOS.
Or DOAS.
Or DOAS. Descendants, yeah. Descendants, yeah.
Or Foundational Blacc Americans. We are the foundation of this country. We fought in every single war this country's ever had.
Mm-hmm. FBA, yeah.
The damn flag was created by us.
Actually, we shouldn't even have to have this discussion while I'm pleading with you fuckers. Come
if
on.
Anybody is American, it's us. God damn it. We are the most patriotic people in this country, and you can't cut our fucking reparations check. But you got the audacity to want to pay these illegal immigrants that illegally came across the border, broke federal law, and got separated from their children. You want to pay them reparations, but we've been getting separated from our children. Our children been getting separated from us for centuries, and we can't get no reparations.
And babe, were they buck breaking and mass breeding all these other buffer classes? No. No.
Were they lynching? No.
No.
Were they using their babies as alligator bait? No.
No. Okay. No. Are they currently fucking kidnapping and stealing buffer class motherfucking women? No, it's mostly black women.
Were they mass incarcerating them? No.
No, mostly black men. Are they feminizing motherfucking buffer class men?
No.
Motherfucking pull it together. We shouldn't even have to be having these discussions, family. Like, this shit is infuriating. That's why it's okay for us to be like, hey, we understand there's a whole bunch of you motherfucking whitewashed individuals. You know, really, whole bunch of you. We already know.
Especially in Denver. Oh my God.
Especially in Denver. I am so fucking sad, but it's okay. It's okay. We're here now. We've been here, but we're gonna dust you off. We're gonna put your little pins back on. We're gonna charge that other shit to the game, and you're gonna come back out because we need you. We're gonna go. We gotta knock on your door. We need you. Put your pin on. Come on. Grab your gun. Come on. Grab your fucking 10-point plan. Grab your principles. Grab your sciences. You know what this is. The time is now. Come on now. Seriously.
Any of these politicians are seeking your vote? I don't care what color they are at this point. They can look like your black ass. If they're not offering no tangibles, don't vote for them.
Right. Period. Man, I mean, like, let the fucking, cinnamon toast crunchy color of my skin fucking deflect the message. Black family, hold your fucking vote. Cut the fucking check. Tell them, cut the fucking check. Fuck you, pay me. It's now. Now. It's okay. The fucking system, the shit is imploding right now. It can crumble. Fuck it. We'll rebuild it. We rebuild everything anyway.
Right.
Stop, man. Like, come on. Wake up. Or fucking don't wake up. Stay asleep, but stay out the fucking way.
Yeah, if you want to stay asleep, you're just gonna get rolled the hell over.
Yeah, stay out the way.
This is the new movement. This is the new wave. New black media is taking over. We're controlling the narrative now. We're controlling the themes. We're controlling the airwaves, and they're scared to death about it because they keep trying to silence us. But you're not going to silence us. You can put us in Facebook jail. You can shadow ban our YouTube channels. This message is still going to get out.
Yeah, look, I'll give you a perfect example, right? And another shot. I just like, pretty much shout out to Professor Black Truth. It says it right here. The white media. What it says? The white media is trying to stop out momentum. We won't let them. And at the end, and that's when he goes into his little thing. But we won't let them. Hashtag #B1. We are the black media. Thank you, brother, Professor Black Truth. And fair use. You hear me?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe to his stuff. Oh, I did. I'm on the. Sorry, you're watching, sir. I usually am on my other channel, and yeah, there you go. I can't even get into that.
Hit the bell so you get notified every time.
Yeah. So in case you weren't watching, this is the demonstration, family. Subscribe. All.
And while you're at it, do it for Frontline Black News and the Revolutionary Agenda.
Yeah, and also the other spaces for intellectual black knowledge and truth is
the Black Authority.
The Black Authority. I'm sorry, the Black Authority. Vicky Dillard, fucking Reek Nasheed, Dr. Boyce Watkins is good. Professor Griff, Black Magic 363, the Red and Blue Pillar, which if you pay attention to that, whenever he changes, Michi X, it's good content. I feel like I'm missing somebody. The African Diaspora channel, right?
Yeah, the African diaspora channel.
Diaspora channel, yeah. And I feel like I'm missing somebody. Dr. Clyde Anderson,
Yeah, he got his own channel too.
the Neely Fuller Jr. one. Oh yeah, my favorite, Lioness Crowned. And we said
Well,
Vicky
that's
Jordan.
Fly Nubian Queen.
Yeah, Fly Nubian Queen channel. That's a good channel. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
There's so many Black family. Just
Let's get on
type
it.
in YouTube, you'll find a whole plethora of the new Blacc Media. The ones that we are mentioning are the ones that we tune into regularly.
Regularly, like every show.
There's a slew of them.
Yeah, we got a routine.
Of us, because we're part of the new Blacc Media.
Right. And we want to keep their message flowing because it's our message too. So we have me and Che have a routine every weekend. So like some of for example, Jason Black, the Black Authority, he comes on what, Saturdays and Sundays, right?
Yep.
Sundays, yeah. And Tariq Nasheed.
Black, yeah.
Yep. And then Professor Black Truth. And then we have ours, and then we watch I get the notification. So yeah, we had like a little podcast diet right here going on where actively, infused in the message, because if you're not fucking fighting white supremacy, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not fucking teaching the fact that white supremacy is an act of fucking malevolence. What the fuck are you really doing? You're gonna let them fucking control your mind, your everything, your being, your essential being. Your essential being. What the fuck are you really doing? If you really don't want to be liberated and control your own money and your own fucking life, okay, we understand. But that's not gonna be us.
Right.
That's not gonna be us. So you want to accept everything they fucking say. You want to believe the hype. You want to follow that fucking trend. Go ahead. There's no sheeple here.
You want to be a good old sheep, or you just want to obey, buy, and consume.
Right. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. We come too far for that still. If you're so fucking unhappy with the way this shit is, change it. Change it. Even like we live in Colorado, right? And it's hard to change it here. Well, I don't say it's hard. I'm saying it like this. Some days I feel like I am the only one, or me, him, Ramel, or like the shout out to our sister Bianca. And we have a whole bunch of people on our crew, like about 8 people that we really, really, really close to. So I would say sometimes we're really, really the only ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like that.
Sekou been ready for the revolution for 50 years.
Yeah, Cherry Sekou's always ready for the revolution.
One of the founders of the Denver chapter of the Black Panther Party.
Right. And he's been ready. He stayed ready for the revolution. And honestly, it's here. We're here. It's now. Fuck it. If not, it's gonna be. Like when I say here in the city, things are fucking fucked up. There's a lot of motherfucking corruption. There's a lot of gentrification. There's a lot of fucking lies. Our ballot book is fucking. You saw that on last week's episode of Frontline Black News, where me and Che went over our ballot for Denver, right? And it's just constant fucking deceptive, repetitive bullshit. And taking I feel like that's bullet points. Just add another 30,000 to everything. That's the fucking, that was my every single fucking thing I read. It went up like $40,000, and the fucking debt. I'm like, God, these are all promises. Like, man, just read between the lines.
Money that we don't even know if they're going to be able to pay back.
Right. So if the city burned down, all that shit, hypothetically, the whole shit that they just put money into and on promises and okay, on future promises of equity and value of said places, that shit didn't exist. We burn that shit down to the motherfucking ground, everything around it. It lost all this motherfucking value. You ain't getting your bread back. You know what I mean? And then I got real questions. Like with our mayor, he's just making all these fucking elusive motherfucking promises and plans. Dude, can I play that thing with Mayor Hancock?
Are you done with Professor Blacc too?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I'm pretty done. I think I got like 2 seconds out of it. Let's see. But yeah, can I do it? Please, 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 please. I gotta do it. I gotta show Denver. I gotta show Denver the motherfucking who they elect to talk on reparations for Colorado.
I want to hear the end of what he said.
All right. There you go. Yeah, because that was pretty valuable. All right.
We're doing God's good work. And I do mean we.
We are.
All of us have to be behind this. All of us have got to put our shoulder to the wheel, and all of us got to put out effort for this. White supremacy did not arise simply because a handful of people. It was a lot of folks who got together to create the most evil plan, the most evil machine in the history of the world. We're up against an organized offense. We require an organized defense. White supremacy is a team sport. Black empowerment also must be a team sport. We don't have to have a team as large as theirs necessarily, but our team damn well better be the most motivated. If there is any one thing that I would hope that you've taken away from the last 15 years of the work that we've been doing, it is to stop being scared. Stop being afraid all the time. As Stokely Carmichael said, all the scared niggas are dead. Well, unfortunately, he wasn't right about that. Maybe the scared Negroes in his time were dead, but looks like their genes had successfully been passed on. A lot of black folks, they just like being scared of white supremacy. They don't even know why. It's just the boogeyman that they love to quake in their boots over. Stop believing the lie that this white supremacist over here who tells you that he hates you is somehow worse than this other white supremacist over here who says, I'm not going to do anything for you. Power isn't reactive, it's proactive. Power does not look at the landscape and try to adjust to whatever's going on. Power tries to take control of the landscape. The reason that we talk so much about the 2020 election is not because it's about Biden or Trump. It's about what you're doing. It's about whether you're still waiting on the people who oppress you to free you. Both of the major parties were created by white supremacy. Democrats created by Thomas Jefferson, a slave owner. Republicans established by people like Abraham Lincoln. He wasn't the founder of the Republican Party, but he was one of its early members. I say that for the people who don't read or pay attention so well. And yet Abraham Lincoln was the one who said he didn't believe in the equality of the races. He would see the superior position assigned to the white man. Hell, Thomas Jefferson couldn't have said that any better. So both of the major parties are in fact inventions of white supremacy, which is why when it comes to black people, there has been a complete and thorough continuity of policy. It doesn't matter if it's Democrats or Republicans, they play off of each other. And it is being naive and stupid to think that politics is about friendship. Neither one of the parties is your friend. This ain't about friendship, it's about business, it's about getting ours. Voting is not merely a civic activity, it's a societal one as well. It means that you're going to choose white supremacist candidate A or white supremacist candidate B. And those are the only choices you have because you have not done the work of making sure you have a choice. A real choice is one that you put on the ballot. White supremacy's entire MO is to perpetuate itself. So they're not about to put somebody on the ballot who's going to tear white supremacy down. Oh, they'll put somebody on there who pretends to talk a little bit like you. And then as soon as they see that you've fallen for their cock and bull story, okay, now it's back to the plantation. And both of the parties do this. Voting is a vote of confidence. It's you saying that I believe in whatever is going on here and that I'm going to abide by whatever is going on, even when it's running me into the ground. You'll sit on your hands and just abide by whatever anti-black laws the Democrats allow to be on the books. And then you'll let the Republicans use the apparatuses of the state to attack you, and you'll just take it until the next election where the cycle plays itself out over and over again, or vice versa. The Republicans will pass the laws and the Democrats will use the apparatus of the state to attack you. Most of these instances of black people being killed be happening in Democratic areas. But you don't see Nancy Pelosi saying anything about it. I guess that's because Nancy Pelosi and her pals have almost completely ethnically cleansed her town of San Francisco of black people. San Francisco, anybody else you can think of from around there, like Kamala Harris? And don't expect to see any of the black bootlicks putting them on the hot seat or making an issue out of it. They know what their job is. They are to be cheerleaders for the left arm, political arm of white supremacy, so that black folks will actually be lulled into the delusion that maybe, just maybe, they got some good white friends over here when they really don't. We're just telling the ugly realities of the world and how you can change them. That's the part that goes unsaid. The black media's mission is not merely about telling our people where we stand, but also about how the hell we're going to get out of this situation. Yep.
What'd you say, Chef?
I was saying that sounds like CBWPA.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't regret taking the course because it would benefit your mayoral campaign a great deal. When you run, I would just say, like how they feel about me. They actively ignore me when I'm trying to ask questions or I'm trying to learn things, because that's why they offer courses or that's why they have webinars. But they practice that old colorism shit, atheism, schisms, and they look at me like because of the way I dress or just how attractive I am some days. Just kidding. Just how attractive I am. Fucking with me all the time. And they're rude to me. When they see me, like I said one day on one of my lives, I will make you apologize to me. I will take that. You're not going to keep disrespecting me. And then when you see me in the hood, act like you don't owe me a fucking an apology. No, you will apologize. And you will recognize that if you wouldn't like it, you don't like people, women disrespecting you, especially in public, then I shouldn't take it either. Just because, like I said, don't take the fucking fair skin for fucking ignorance or that I'm a simp. Far from it. Motherfucking, I vibrate really fucking high. My frequency is very high. And I don't think those low vibrational fucking things. So you will apologize because it's what you should do. Every time I get on there, y'all make me feel like y'all want to make me feel like I'm not worthy enough. But in all actuality, I'm very much so. You're just there. I need to utilize these programs. I can't teach you how to behave. That's what your mama was supposed to teach you. Apparently, you're lacking in these home training skill sets and mannerisms. You don't have none. That's your problem. You don't know how to practice decorum. That, again, your problem. I, unfortunately, know how to, utilize the Zoom, raise my hand appropriately. Y'all don't do all the shit that y'all get away with. I'm not like, I can't believe that the things I learned, in that program, the 2 days. That's how everyone wants to talk about integrity and running a clean race, but they don't even practice that shit. It's all lies. I'm like lies upon lies upon lies upon lies, and then I have to have a conversation with Che here because he's running for mayor soon. And I'm like, man, the day you can't say pro-black.
They're in bed with the Democratic Party.
Right. And, I mean, like what? Like, no. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. But there's not, like you said, it's not going to be done as pivoting. You know what I mean? No, man. But when are we going to be honest? No, when are we just going to fucking say, this is what it is. This is who we are. And we got to keep placating to fucking white supremacy and white money or can be bought with dark money, whatever the fuck that issue is. You know what I mean? Come on now.
The money can't be traced.
You can't be traced. Look. I'll say it like this: stand on what you are, what you believe in, or sit it the fuck down. These are excuse me. These are sisters, sisters that actively like what for me. It's like they actively don't like me. I don't give a fuck, really. I'm gonna be who the fuck I am, and I think that's why they don't like me. I'm free. I say I'm free. I came out like this, just like this. So I don't care. They are not my cup of tea. No, them bourgeoisie type bitches is not my cup of tea. You can't preach black empowerment 1 minute and side with fucking Zaddy the next. No. I don't care if he's black. That motherfucker did the most. Hancock. You know what I mean? No. No. And no. You know what I mean? That is a Brandy Majors seduction doll opinion. No. Because I want to, if I had a child right now, I would want to teach my child. Pray it would be a boy or a girl, whatever. It's cool with me. It's all right. I'm grown now, but I would like to teach my child about what it means to have integrity for real, not what white people say is integrity or what the masses want us to believe integrity is, but to actually know what integrity is and what it means to do something the right way. You know what I mean? I feel like with you running for mayor, that some say you would have to submit to certain things, blah blah blah, and don't say this and don't say that, or it's political suicide. Blah, blah. Fuck that, man. I'm gonna figure it out. But I know that for a fact that we cannot allow you to basically submit and eat the fucking political butter biscuit.
It's under their standards. This is the Democratic Party.
Yeah, that's
saying
it.
This. So I literally take it with a grain of salt because it's bullshit. Right. Like their party is done. It's imploding on itself.
Right. This is like these like here in Colorado. This is how I feel as facts. If I was there, witnesses a fucking fact that that's the way and Democrats want you to do the most. They want you to beg for a motherfucking vouch or an endorsement. They want you to they won't say the word beg, say humble yourself. What?
That's another way of saying beg.
Yeah, that's the word, right? Humble yourself and ask for it. No. Right? Do the right thing. I will never allow you to beg these bitches or anybody to fucking do the right thing.
That's just like when
that's
Brother
power.
Jeff
That's like power control or something.
Told me the reason why he didn't vote for me when I ran for city council at large is because I didn't ask for his vote.
Oh yeah. Who said that?
Brother Jeff.
Yeah, but you saw how he reacted. He smiled because I was like, because then when we, do I have your endorsement? That? And you said it so condescending. I was like, no, he don't know what's right. He don't know what to do. Aaron, and if not, fuck it. I mean, like, okay, we knew we weren't gonna ask you, or we couldn't count on you. We knew off top years before. Why would we put ourselves in that position so that you can later on say, well, you didn't ask me? What? What? That's the kind of shit, like, who would want to ask somebody that's practicing that? Do you want that control? You want me to get down on my knees? Please. Do you think you could stand behind me? Can I count on your vote?
No.
To the I'm talking about like these bourgeoisie fucking Hasidity motherfucking types, man. That are like that. Especially in this program that I have to participate in. I say I have to, it's for the betterment of knowing how the system of politics work, right? I need that. I need to learn that. Okay, I'm not gonna be. We can't. I'm not lying here. I need to educate myself on this particular topic, right? So all these little classes, little webinars. Hey, I'm gonna jump in and try to get on because it's beneficial for me to know for his campaign. Okay, for me to know how to help him. I can ask it, right? So I like I said earlier when I started out the program, I will do my best to almost resist it, shut it down, motherfucking anything with the acts of supremacy, the tendencies of supremacy, fucking mind control, puppet mastery, anything that's fucking deemed that my inner soul vibrates and says, fuck no. Okay, that is, I don't care how dark she is, that bitch is a motherfucking, woo, you know, you're like, woo, she practicing. She is, man, that's a white person, a white black person, however you want to word it. You know what I mean? So whitewashed and motherfucking, this is the only way. We can't, you come from what? Civil rights and blah, 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 you know, and black empowerment, but you don't say it out loud. You don't say it around real black people.
And you damn sure don't say it in front of your paymasters, the white supremacists.
No, because you need their money. You want whatever. You want their praise, their fucking, their opinions of you. You want them to fucking hold you in high regard because you got a motherfucking position. This isn't about clout, man. This ain't about that. It's about, I just really want to know what they do for the people. Persistent. Like, what are you doing for your community? What do they do for the community? That's a real question. I'll wait. Just because you're in a power seat, a power position, what have you done for our fucking community? Do they do anything, Jay?
Zero. Zilch. Nada.
Nothing, right? Do they go out and feed the motherfucking homeless? Are they out there watching streets? Are they out there helping people? Anything?
Nowhere in sight.
Nowhere in sight, right? No. But they sure do got a lot to say. And they sure do got a lot of motherfucking judgments. Me and you were out there with the sweeps.
Yeah.
Me and you were trying to pull our new chapter together and actually start to organize that for our people. I mean, for our people. Our people is the community. That's one part of it. Right? Our people is the community. That everybody's homeless out there, who lives out there in the community.
Yeah.
And then we go really hard for black people.
Yes.
Because that is who we are.
Yeah.
So, come on now. They're like, it's probably, man, when they had that Black Boss Summit.
Yeah.
Right? And I was right there right before old girl went to go meet with the mayor that I want to play, right? Mm-hmm. Right. And I'll tell you how I perceived that situation before she left or when she was talking about it. Right? That was the same fit. That was the same fit I was talking about. But right, and they clowned me that day. They clowned me publicly. Okay. On the show, on his show, they that to me was a clown session. I ain't nobody's motherfucking joke. And he called me at a bad time. That's okay. We'll replay this again another time. But I was like, let's take it back. I was like, damn. There's another lady had walked in, another sister walked in, and I forgot who she was. She's somebody in the community. I have to take that back. She's somebody, I forgot her name. She is somebody in the community. And she came in there, she sat down for the remaining part of the show and whatnot. And this broad I was talking about said, oh yeah, we're going to need you at the Black Summit. You are coming, right? Okay, Black Boss Summit. All right, cool. What about me? You don't think I want to go to the Black Boss Summit? Because they were passing out tickets. Either I was trying to win some tickets, right? Me and the bestie could have went. You know what I mean? Because she definitely is a boss. Me and my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I could have tossed that motherfucker. I could have tossed my bestie a fucking a ticket, and me and her could have just went, right? Because it was supposed to be like, you know, super educational, blah 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 blah. We were gonna get a lot from it. You're gonna learn about that. I mean, come on, black people, blah blah blah. They're only really speaking to you, fucking you know who you are, you whitewashed fucking sleepyheads. Doing it. Come on now. Coonish motherfuckers, you already know that they're talking about that. So they didn't want no revolutionary types in there. Cause so she didn't ask, she just you know how everybody looks at me, right? Like, look, I'm like, like, what am I supposed to say? Right? Like, what am I supposed to just I don't know. Right? But even then, I was like, when I told you about it, you're like, I was like, I want to go. I want to go because, man, I need to learn some shit if it's like that. Right?
Yeah.
If it's like that, if it's like super fucking knowledgeable, you're going to learn how to build money, create money, or whatever the fuck they were talking about. Right? I need to learn that. I want to learn that. I need to learn that. Right? No, they don't want, they only want to. They don't want. They only want you to learn it if you can afford it, right? That's what I learned, especially with these type of these particular black people. Okay, this side. I feel like we're divided, right? We already know that, right? It's like money is what rules them, right? Money. So that day they were talking about. Remember that on the program, they're talking about when they gentrified the whole neighborhood, and the one barbershop stays like, you know how it came in, and refused to get bought out and refused to change the decor of the inside to match the affluent shit going on the outside, right? They're talking about it like that, and that, you know, maybe you might want to, you know, have some nice shit. What? Maybe they do. Maybe they just don't want to be gentrified. Because with all of this, you lost who you originally were, and now black people have been gentrified personally. We're just like them. So we can't have conversations. Do we agree on gentrification, babe? No, right?
Hell no, that's colonialism.
Right. But can you see how our people have been personally gentrified?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they are no longer, when they came in, they are no longer a whole motherfucking serious. Black are proud, or oh man, they don't know what it's like anymore to be themselves. So they allow themselves to get gentrified.
They're
you
defeated.
See the sadness?
They're defeated. A lot of our people are defeated.
Right.
That's why Professor Black Truth said, look, we give you hearts.
Yeah, we give you the fucking courage to get up. Come on, we'll help you up. We'll help you up. We'll help you stand up. We'll stand with you. Or you stand with us. We'll help you. Help you see the fucking right. You see now that you've been gentrified along with your neighborhood. You've been indoctrinated and gentrified. You know what I mean? Just look at it like that. That's how I'm looking at us. That we forgot who we were, and we took on the characterizations and the personalities of them. So we act like them and we believe like them, and we've been gentrified like our fucking neighborhood and everything else, right? But I'm not gonna say but. Over here, there is none of that. You know what I mean? The black media, there's none of that. No. They haven't allowed themselves to be gentrified and act all fucking bourgeoisie and fucking whitewashed and fucking not recognizing white supremacy and racism and fucking injustice, the lack of reparations, really giving Black people what they need. No, they haven't allowed themselves to get carried away into the fucking madness, never to return again. No. So if you don't like it, fuck it. You need to listen. You need to fucking listen. And sooner or later, the repetitive message is going to sink in, and you're gonna fucking hopefully you'll come up with some act right and do right. Get on code. You don't have to spend money with these motherfuckers. You have the power, you know. You don't have to put on a motherfucking dress and belittle yourself to get a paycheck. You don't have to do that. You don't have to let them run off with your children or you. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You don't have to. And stop being fucking scared. There's nothing to be scared of. Really, there's nothing to be scared of. If anybody knows how to motherfucking survive all kinds of fucking atrocities, it's us. So stop being scared. If anybody knows how to, who's had the fucking the lives of living where there's no motherfucking money, it's us. No resources, and yet we can create and rebuild.
Nothing.
It's us. So, fuck it. Don't go to work. Don't move them fucking trucks. Don't move them planes. Don't do shit. Hold your fucking vote till it fucking matters to you. Like he says, to you. I said the other day, Brother Joshua, I'm holding my vote until fucking somebody gives me integrity and tangibles. Real shit. That class really fucked me up, man. Like a lot of things about politics that really fucked me up when you start to learn the inside of it and how things work. I'm like, whoa, I'm 41 years old. I wish I never heard that in my motherfucking life. It just ruined it. And now it ruined it. Especially when they say on TV, when it comes time to, you know, when the debates and shit happen, like, well, he's not running a clean race. There's slander right here against this candidate. Woo, woo. But that's what they're doing in the backside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of motherfucking shady shit going on in the backside because they don't want the other person to win.
Yep.
That's not a clean race.
No, it's not.
That's not a clean race. When you go over there fucking, you know, spying on the other person, snitching on the other person, doing the most to the other person's team, that's not a clean race. That's cheating.
Yeah.
That's cheating. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers are like, you don't want to vote for somebody because they don't have enough money? Think about this. One of the motherfuckers, like, look, did we come here with any money?
Nope.
No. But it costs money, right? To run these motherfucking stupid ass campaigns.
Yeah.
But these motherfuckers, they refuse to vote in the right way for the right candidate because they don't have no money.
And that's why nothing changes.
That's why nothing changes, right? I mean, like, case in point. Right? When you did yours. You know what I mean? And it was a very small amount of money. But you had a big amount of votes for you.
Said, who was it? Denver Post said I raised $1,200.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody I ran against raised at least 20,000, 100,000.
Yeah.
Plus. That means my vote cost you 10 cents, whereas their vote costs you $1, $10. So I ran the most cost-effective campaign probably ever.
And you got like what? How many votes? How many votes? Just
almost 15,000.
All right, so when I look at it, right, I'm just a stranger. I look at shit like a stranger. I don't look at it like a personal thing. I'm like, well, goddamn. Where did he come from? Like, yeah, 15,000 votes and only $1,200. Dang! And he was willing to forsake half of his income after that if he want, and give back to the fucking place, to the people. And y'all didn't choose up, man. Y'all stupid. Sleep. All right, but this time it'll be different.
Right.
This time it'll be different. You know what I mean? And a little bit more knowledgeable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But God, man, come on. Come on. Like, money isn't everything. And sure as fuck has gotten everybody in a whole mess of trouble. And to be spending it just like that and fucking begging, and there's a lot, like, that's a lot of things. Like, oh, man, I refuse. But I need it. I signed up for some classes with them. I showed you the other day. And I just had to break down the truth. I can't afford your tuition, but I need to take your course. I understand the value that you place on this. Okay, you choose me, you don't, you don't. I understand. It's your choice. But I mean, I'm saying that, like, I would like to take it because it would behoove me. So I felt like I gave eloquent reason for why I would like to. You know what I mean? And it's for the betterment of the whole situation that you're about to go through. But hey, come on now. Ugh. That's why I was like, I just don't want to be reprogrammed. I pray that my mental fortitude will not allow that. If it hasn't allowed it to this point, I'm sure it won't. They really don't want to allow me to engage. You know what I mean? It's just like the Black Boss Summit. They would not allow me to engage. We had to force the hand to make them let me into that boot camp thing. Like, basically, you know what I mean? Now, they had made their mind up from jump, like, weeks before. And I told you about it. And then we stayed on that helmet, got in. You know what I mean? You want to do closing statements?
Yeah. So, yeah, Black family, hold your vote.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats are literally telling us to kiss both sides of their behind. And we're not going to take it no more. We're about to kick them in the behind and not freaking vote for them anymore. It's time to come off of the Democratic plantation. If that means we have to create our own party, so be it. We have our own party here in the state of Colorado called the Unity Party. Go independent. There's more registered independents than anything anyway. Either way, Black family, the Democrats are done. They are imploding on themselves. We are leading the charge. We have the momentum. We're going to continue to run with the momentum. And anybody that don't like it, just going to get rolled the hell over. Mm-hmm. All these other groups can hold their own nuts. We're literally, the cape is off. We're not caping for you no more. We're demanding what is rightfully ours, and that is $100 trillion in reparations. Period. For Foundational Blacc Americans, descendants of American slavery, we are demanding what is rightfully ours. We built this country that be known the United States of America without our blood, sweat, and toil. So it's time this government, this country come correct and cut the damn check. They ain't talking about tangibles and cutting the check. Don't participate.
Power off.
Bother with it. Don't even waste your time, Black family.
Or go stand in line and walk off. Like, the media will be there, whatever. That would be funny too. I'll be equally amused. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't waste your time with it, Black family.
No.
The new Blacc Media is leading the charge. We're controlling the narrative. Make sure you check us out on Frontline Black News. Tomorrow at 10. Well, it's now tomorrow, but yeah, later on today at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, where we're going to be going in on these Democrats and their malign neglect policy and how they're giving reparations to all these other groups but us. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channels of Frontline Black News and the Revolutionary Agenda. And we will see you here in about 12 hours. Well, a little less than 12 hours with another episode of the Frontline Black News. Thank you for having, thank you for having me on the Revolution Agenda.
I needed your help, sir. I didn't make it. You know, already know. I needed your help running the program. So yeah. Man, I was at Black Family. We're usually over there.
And make sure you like and subscribe to the Sabaka's Black Experience Enhanced.
Yeah, you can close this out with give Shabaka's closing statement. You know, if you remember how he usually closes out the show. You live in everybody
Actors Guild. To all the mugs over there at Hollywood, here's a sincere fuck you.
Fuck you. From the bottom of his heart. Fuck you. And we approve of that message. Shabaka and Corey. Yes, please tune in on Tuesday. Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Blog Talk. Call in. He would love to receive that call.
516-418-5996.
Yeah.
Press 1 to be added to the queue.
Yeah. We're about to close out our show, and I'm gonna do Ramel Understanding. I'm not gonna go through his little spiel, but that is you can do it better. You do it better. The angel of peace for the East.
Ramel Understanding, that angel from the East, bringing the hope without the dope.
Mm-hmm.
He has a new book called Man Up.
Yes.
That in the mixtape, The Blizzard.
Yeah, you got your book by you? So you can see. I think I got one. Nope, it's over there. It's over there. I was reading it before I lay down. Yeah, so if you live in the city of Denver, right there you go. If he was on, he would explain a little bit more about his 5% knowledge. He wrote it while he was in the he's locked up. And or a mixtape, because there's 17. No, I'm sorry. Right now, currently, I have 15 blizzards. Yeah, that's an actual book, Black Family. Yeah, really good read, easy, 96 pages, something like that. Yeah, and a real book. So we're blessed to have that with us. I'm blessed to have it. 5% knowledge, definitely. Also, a mixtape. A mixtape from one of the blizzards that he made as well while he was locked up. I think today I think I threw on it was volume 13. Volume 13 goes pretty hard. R&B. So this is something he did with his time while he's in there. So we promote him and give him new voice till he gets out. He will be out shortly, soon, hopefully. Let's pray. And we thank him for his contribution as the anchorman to Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, Frontline Black News, and he chooses to be the anchorman and host over here. But I say he's the host. So we'll go ahead and get this ready to go. Did I'm gonna play a song before we leave. Like always, like we do on the Revolutionary Agenda. And thank you for tuning in. And for me, I'm gonna say this. Black Family. Don't be scared anymore. We're with you. We're scared too, but not that scared. Not that scared. But we are. Everybody's gonna be fucking scared to fucking do the right thing at one point. You know what I mean? Fear is natural. It's a regular fucking part of being a human being. But I'm gonna say, but I'm trying to break myself with that. It's okay. Stand the fuck up now. Don't let nobody do this to you anymore. It's not okay. And the same advice you give somebody else, you should take it for yourself. We have a lot to fight for, so I mean, we want it. We should take it. They know what they did. They know what they owe. they're going to have to give it up. They have to do a lot of things because the system's all fucked up. It shouldn't exist. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. I actually had a funny story about the police, but I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Anyway, or later on today. I mean to say. I want to thank you guys for watching. Whoever was watching, this special edition.
Viewers.
Huh?
We still got 2 people viewing.
Oh, good for us. Thank you, little eyeballs. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to a special edition of the Revolutionary Agenda, episode 11, in conjunction with Frontline Black News and Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. I want to thank you. Definitely thank you. And you will see me and Shay later on this evening for Frontline Black News. You know what to do with the Facebook and YouTube, yeah. And start watching your podcast, man. That's all I gotta say. That's my advice to you. Watching these podcasts. Intelligent
diet.
Yeah, get on a podcast diet too. It's like a podcast fast. For intelligent Black people. Intelligent Black thought. I like how Jason Black puts his intro. That's like my favorite so far. So we'll see you guys soon. Peace, and I'm gonna end out with something. I'm gonna end out with something good. I'm gonna end out with let's wait. Man, so many choices. Let's see. Let's go with let's go with this one. Commercials. Oh no, maybe not. I'm on a Curtis Mayfield moment too, Jesse. Okay. We lost the boys for real.
Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, against the white wall, TV antennas in the back.
You know, you come to my house, you can hear this on vinyl in my basement.
A car at all.
My parents had good mom. My brother, my dad, my brother's dad had good taste in music.
You can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sun at the top, big in the scene with a gangster lean, gangster white boy, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Diamond in the back, sun roof top, big in the scene with a gangster lean. Woo-hoo. top, big in the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, sun top, big in the scene with a gangster lean.
This song has always been the shit.
Oh yeah.
You may not drive a great big Cadillac.
I kind of miss wax tracks. Do you ever go to wax tracks?
Yeah.
Record store?
I miss independent.
Yeah. I miss buying a record.
A car at all.
I tell you, my brother know how to play records better than me. he had the touch. Okay. When they put the thing on the. Alright, sorry about it. This is Brandon don't talk all the time. He talk to certain people. So talking to the world is hard for them. Not nervous. Put the record on the record player, and you put the needle down. He had the touch. It was perfect. He didn't like he just knew wherever he put it, the song he wanted to hear would play. And I fuck that shit. I was constantly scratching records and fucking them up. He ended up like dropping and my head shaking. Like, then start playing some other song. And I listened to the whole album before I finally get to my shit. Not little. He was littler. He just did better. Black Power, family. Black Empowerment. I'm going to cut this song off and pledges. End it.
All right, Brandon.
Just in the light. Thank you, Black family. And thank you, Jesse, for giving me the assist.